Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of The Flank. I'm joined by the one and only, the human turret, one of the best ARs to ever do it. Give it up for the world champ himself, Sam LaRue, Octane. We got some of the best analysis in the game, world champ himself, Christopher Duarte, Parasite. We have the one and only, the Call of Duty champion, world champion, the multi-champion, a legend and icon to the Call of Duty space. Give it up for Patrick Price Aches. We also got a multi-champion from Breaking Point. Wait, you got two, right, Trey?
Got a few European ones, got an American one. So
those count. Call of Duty champion. Give it up for Trey Boy Cardi, a.k.a. Zero. And then, of course, we got the one and only, the executive producer of The Flank, Benji Nassim. We also got some other people from Breaking Point joining us. We got the Stocksman's muted out. He's not joining us, the Stocksman. What's going on here, Trey? He doesn't want to be with us?
Hey. Don't look at me. He's there.
There he is. What's going on, Ace? You shy? You scared? What the fuck's going on? He just unmuted that.
I'm here.
Sounded like you just fell.
Oh, what are you doing?
Hey.
I'm here. We got the stream up on this side too, so I'm muting out for most of the time. I'll come in at certain moments and segments.
Hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah. Appreciate you joining us. I know Tactical Rap was going to join us, but it's kind of late for him over there, huh? Trey, What time is it over there now? Late, right?
Yeah, 2:23 a.m. But because you've got me on a GTA RP schedule, I'm waking up at 9 p.m. every day. So thanks, Bullman.
Absolutely, of course. Hey, I don't know what you're talking about, but yeah, the GTRP's been fun. Server's been good. We got a lot to talk about today. We're gonna be giving out awards for the year today. We went through all of them. We got the votes. The votes are in. Shout out to Breaking Point for getting all these votes together, and shout out to Breaking Point for working with us on today's episode. I think this is gonna be a lot of fun. I'm gonna have a good time going through these, and it'll be a good time. We also got EWC groups, so we'll be talking about the EWC groups, give our opinions on those, and we'll have a good show today. How's everybody doing? Sam, how you doing? You all right, brother?
I'm good, bro. I'm addicted to Elden Ring. It's a serious problem. All of my time is spent on that game. That's all I've been doing for the last week.
Good. It's good. You're grinding, Sam. You're grinding. What about you, Duarte? How are you?
I'm good. Honestly, I'm having a game crisis. I don't know what to play. Pretty much beat all these games that you guys are talking about. So I ran out of options. But outside of that, outside the game world, I'm actually moving in like 2 weeks from now. So I'll be getting my own place. So I'm pretty excited about that.
Oh yeah.
Outside of that, getting back in the gym because I had a little extended break. But yeah.
Oh yeah.
Back to the grind, man.
That's fire. Congratulations. New place. That's always exciting. Moving sucks ass, but getting a new place is always exciting once you're there and settled in. Benjay, where are you at? You on vacation or something? What the hell's going on here, Benjay? Where are you?
Yeah, I'm on vacation, just trying to, get a couple of days off before, we have EWC, we've got COD Next, we have the beta, we have World Series of Warzone, which I think tickets went on sale and sold out today, so that's kind of cool. So there's a nice stretch run of stuff going on in December and the beginning of fall, so I'm just trying to get ready for that. Oh, NFL season. Fantasy, I have so much stuff, so this is the easiest week to take off. So I've been playing golf, enjoying the beach, drinking margaritas, watching the Olympics.
That's nice.
God, Ben is living his best life.
You're living his best life, man. It's Benji Nassim, and then of course we got the one and only, the Slayer, Patrick Price. What's going on, Pat?
It was good.
Yeah, he's dying. He's dying right now. He's losing.
Here.
Pat, I hope you start feeling better, bro. Just to let everybody know, Pat's he's going through it right now. He's very sick right now. He's very sick. What is it, Pat? Like a cold or something?
I think it's COVID time.
Is it actually COVID? You actually have COVID?
Yeah.
Well, damn, bro. I hope you feel better, bro.
Third time.
Third time getting COVID?
Yeah.
Damn. What the fuck?
Spawn traps.
No, for real, bro. Well, hope you feel better. Obviously, we have Trey's camera up for today. Pat's pretty sick, so no camera for Pat today. We're gonna get that spot to Trey. Trey, you look like $1 million. I appreciate you throwing the camera up.
Absolutely. I showered specifically for this.
Nice. Thank you, Trey. I appreciate that. It's always good. Let's hop into it. I say we hop right into the awards. That's what everybody joined up for. So I say we don't waste any time and we get right in there. We're gonna swap it over. We got our first award to give out here are the nominees for Best Hardpoint Player of the Year. We have Celium from Atlanta FaZe, Hydra from the New York Subliners, Scrap from Toronto Ultra, and then, of course, the one and only Simp from Atlanta FaZe. Now, before we move on to see who the winner is, what do you guys think the winner is? Who do you guys think? Who do you think is out of these four? You voted for Paco?
For sure.
I'm trying to remember who I voted for. I had to have voted either Hydra or Scrap.
I think I voted for Scrap.
I think I vote for Scrap as well.
Just because after looking at the numbers and shit. But I mean, Paco was a good shot as well. I don't remember exactly. I don't know. It was either Paco or Scrap. No, I probably voted for Paco for Hardpoint. I don't remember. But it was one of those two for sure. All right, you guys ready to see who the winner is?
Yo.
Yeah.
All right,
sir.
the winner of Hardpoint Player of the Year goes to Scrappy. Congratulations to the one and only Scrap. I mean, we can go on and on about Scrap and how he was this year, just as a player individually, especially in Hardpoint. These are actually the next slide shows us how the votes all came through, so you guys can take a look here and see how the voting happened and kind of where all the votes were coming from. You can see here the players and the team votes coming in. Scrappy, congratulations. I think Scrap deserves it. Some people are spamming L in the chat. But what do you guys think about Scrappy overall in the this year? What do you guys think?
I mean, the guy's fucking godlike. He's the best AR player this year.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Are you guys
respawn-wise,
surprised?
No. I mean,
No.
no, absolutely not.
Easily the most consistent AR player in the game. Since this guy came to the league, he's been clear cut one of the best, if not the best, every single year. The stats this guy puts out are fucking insane. But personally, I mean, I think I voted for Scrap, but I mean, I could see why it's close. I think he was probably better at control this year, if I can remember correctly, just from what I remember. But yeah, we'll see. Not mad about it.
Trey, what are your thoughts on Hardpoint Player of the Year? Scrap.
I would have been happy with Hydra or Scrap. I think them two have, if we're deeming it based on like team wise, they've had the struggles this year with New York having, I think Kismet had a slow start to the year, and Scrap, having slow starts with players like Envoy, etc., and him continuously like dropping 1.1s, 1.2s in matches where his team are negative. I think it just shows how good he is as a player, and I think he does thoroughly deserve it.
Yeah, 100%. Anybody else got anything to say? Duarte or Ben or Sam, Pat? Pat, anything to say on Hardpoint Player of the Year? Do you agree with it, Pat?
I'm not surprised. I personally voted Hydra, but I mean, Scrappy was my number 2 vote, so not surprised.
Yeah, I think regardless of who won, all 4 of these nominees were incredible at Hardpoint. These guys were insane.
Agreed.
Congratulations again to Scrap, aka Ernesto. And let's move on to the next one. Next, we have SND Player of the Year. Our nominees are Abizi, Celium, Kismet, and Simp. So 3 players from Atlanta FaZe made the SND Player of the Year. What do you guys think about that? 3 players from one team getting nominated for one game mode.
I think statistically,
That's fucking crazy.
And again,
That is crazy. That is fucking crazy.
This is voted on before champs, just as an FYI to people in the chat.
Yeah, this
Like,
doesn't
statistically
include
bef-
champs.
Yeah, so because like you're just saying, like, people like Dash, and we'll get to that later on this award show. But I think if you look, and I'm not surprised the voters went this way, just because statistically they were the number 1 search team for a good majority of the season. I am a little surprised it's 3, but I'm not surprised that there's multiple.
They're going crazy right now. They're going absolutely. I mean, we'll obviously show the voting and how it was broken down at the end of it. But what do you guys think won this SND Player of the Year?
Abizi. I think didn't he like shatter his like first blood record from last year? Like again? Like pretty sure he did. It was
I don't think
close.
he beat it. I think he just led the league. I don't know if
He
beat
led
it
the
last year.
he led the league. He led the league.
Yeah,
okay,
I
never
don't
mind.
think he beat it, but I think he did. lead
Either
the league.
way, the guy's
wrong
absolutely
on
an
that.
abomination. S&D. This FaZe team, the reason why they often have a lot of success throughout a season is because their S&D is usually pretty damn good. Their hard points kind of what always holds them back. Well, not always, but like that, I feel like that's like their one question mark sometimes. But yeah, Abizi is a prime reason for that, dude. That guy is literally the entry man, the 2-piece. Just get somebody, get a 2-piece, get the third guy weak.
Yeah, that's true. That
he's goated.
changes the game. Like first bloods are so important.
You
Go ahead,
just
Ben.
gas him and then call him an abomination.
Yeah, well, like an abomination in a good sense. I guess.
Like calling someone disgusting in a good way.
Yeah.
Pat, what do you think
exactly.
about these nominees? People are flipping out in the chat. What do you think about the nominees? You agree with them?
I agree with.
Some people are saying bias, like we picked these. Like we picked these.
I mean,
There are a lot of voters. Pat.
There was a
said
lot of
before
voters, guys.
champs, but like, if you would have asked me after champs, I would have took Kismet the fuck off this list. But other than that, yeah, I don't mind it.
I am surprised not to see Brandon on here for search, but that's like my own, because I think I put him probably, I might have put him at like second if I remember
I-
like the way
I
we
think a
voted.
lot of
I
people-
put Brandon up pretty high too. I can't lie.
I think a lot of people are basing Brandon's like the reason the chat's going crazy is because of his major like SND where he was just clutching left, right,
yeah,
and
all the
center.
clutches. Yeah.
Yeah, like he's unbelievable at S&D, but the
But
clutches he
that's a
had that
different
major-
role for me. That's Clutch's player of the year.
Yeah,
not
that's
S&D
what
player.
I'm saying, Pat. I think a lot of people are judging it off that too.
Well, to be fair though, all three or all I guess all four of these players that are nominated have like a gimmick. Like MC's #1 S&D KD, Tyler's First Bloods, Kismet was online S&D KD, and then Chris is like probably the all around. I would say. I voted
Yeah.
Chris. I voted Chris to win this, but I think everyone on this list has like a gimmick. Same with Brandon.
You know what's kind of interesting about Chris, and I don't really even, because I don't know how these votes pan out, but like I wouldn't be surprised if Simp didn't really win any of these. He's just always voted up there because his overall, the reason he was MVP was because his consistency in every mode, while it might not have been like the best of the best in every single mode, he's just good. He's really like insanely good at everything. And that's like why you're going to see him pretty much like nominated in most categories, even if he doesn't win them.
Well, you want to see who the
Yeah,
winner is? Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah, I'll just say I think I would probably take Chris. I thought someone made a good point about Tyler, but I think Chris for them in the back half of the second half of the season is probably the best search player. So I won't be surprised if out of the three, he's the one that ended up winning.
Chris was pretty consistent all year in S&D, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he stepped up, especially the kills per round in the second half of the season. So
All right, well, let's see who won S&D Player of the Year. It goes to the one and only Simp as your S&D Player of the Year. Congratulations to the MVP himself, Mr. Simp. We'll move on over to the voting system. You guys can see how the votes came in and kind of what was going on here. So you see a lot of votes coming in for Simp, obviously. Abizi at the second spot. Celium got the third spot. And then you have, looks like Kismet and Dashy at 4 and 5. So that's how the votes came in for this one. What do you guys think about this? What do you guys think about the voting? Simp, Abizi, Celium, top 3, Kismet 4, Dashy 5.
I think I don't remember where I put Bruce. I had Bruce high, maybe third.
I had Bruce high too, I think.
I wonder if I could go pull up I want to actually see what I voted for and how they turned out, because I'd
There
like
was
to
a
compare.
lot of different. There was a lot of names on that doc, bro. It was a lot.
there was.
A lot of people voted.
I'm kind of shocked the Beezies at first, to be honest with you.
Who thought it was gonna be a BZ Trey?
I thought it would be just because he is literally, in my opinion, the reason why FaZe is good at S&D, just because simply he is the first blood machine. Like,
Yeah, that's just like
he's-
one part of the gameplay, though. No, like
Yeah.
Simp's
It
good at
is. It
everything.
is.
It is. I just think it's very. I think it's an
It's
important.
like like man advantage in S&D is like
Yeah.
obviously fucking crazy,
thi-
but I feel
I
like
think
the
he's
well
just the best
like I value the well-rounded surge player over just like obviously Tyler's insane. I'm not taking that away from him,
Yeah.
but I think Chris is just better at the mode as opposed to Tyler just like knows his timing
His
for
gimmick.
bloods. Yeah, exactly.
We've talked about a lot with FaZe's gameplay, right? The way that Tyler plays is that he obviously wins the opening duels a lot, but he continues to pressure and often gets traded. That's generally why he floats around like a 1 KD, usually at top of all your entry players. Then you kind of rely on the rest of the team to win those 3v3 or 4v3 rounds. This is where Chris excels. He's one of the players that's got the highest, percentage of engagements, positive lives, getting multiple kills per S&D round. I think especially in the second half when they were really, really good at 6-star. I think Chris's ability to like control middle map, hit you, watch that you push. I think that's a big reason why
They
were
bounce
successful
around each
everywhere.
other well, like Simp and Abizi especially. Like that's those two roles kind of go hand in hand when it comes to S&D. So they bounce off each other good. And I agree, Ben. I think like the mid round situations, like that's where Simp excels. Like those 2v2s, 3v2s, like stuff like that. Like any mid round adjustments, like I feel like Simp is in his element. So congratulations to Simp. Anybody got anything else to say on
surprised
S&D
it-
Player of the Year? Chat flipped out on that
surprised-
one. They didn't
I'm
like the
surprised
nominees
Illey
there.
got voted. I'm surprised Illey got voted for at the bottom. He played like one stage.
Yeah, you got
S&D
voted.
player we've seen all year.
Yeah, someone might have given him like a 4th place vote. Maybe that's why he got 3. I don't know, but it's pretty funny.
All right, let's move on to Control Player of the Year. We have Celium, Hydra, Scrappy, and Simp for Control Player of the Year. Doesn't surprise me to see MC up there. Even
This is a
Paco.
hard
Paco was
one.
insane at Control all year, wasn't it? Wasn't Paco crazy at Control?
Paco was literally a walking 30 bomb on Invasion.
Yeah, he really was. He had the most. I'm pretty sure Paco had the most 30 bombs out of anyone, like in the league. I think I
It's-
saw a
it's-
30 bomb counter, and Paco was
I
number
feel
one.
like this is so difficult because I think FaZe I think had like the best control record out of all the teams. Was
yeah,
it?
they did.
But yeah, I'm not surprised to see the FaZe guys, but Scrap was fucking automatic in pretty much any respawn. And then Hydra was literally like superstar ultimate takeover on one game mode, one map combo for
Mhm.
sure on that list. So I don't know. I honestly don't know who's gonna win this one.
Yeah. Anybody want to give some thoughts?
I think it's Hydra or Scrap. I think it's the same situation with Hardpoint before. I think we look at FaZe, they have like I feel like the best all-round team, and then Hydra and Scrap like just absolutely fry on everything they play. So I think if we're judging off player of the year, I think we look at Hydra and Scrap.
Yeah, I think Paco's gonna win this one personally. I think Hydra's gonna win. You guys want to see who the winner is? Any thoughts before we take a look?
Run that
The
shit.
Hydra scrap. Let's see.
Winner of Control Player of the Year goes to Scrappy with another one. Man, he's collecting all the awards. He's collecting them all. Control goes to Scrap. What happened, Sam? I was surprised by that. I was surprised by Scrap.
Paco.
I thought it was gonna be Paco as well. Let's take a look at the voting here. So Paco at that second place spot. So Paco got a lot of third place votes. But
Well, it's really close.
it was really close. It was between Scrap and Hydra. That's what it was between. Which makes complete sense, honestly. That makes sense. I thought it was gonna be Paco for sure, just because of his impact on the map in Control. Like all that keeps coming to me with Control with Paco is like invasion, just every offense. How many times he was just able to make a play this year and win an offense for these guys. But Scrap clearly the winner here throughout the votes. Anybody else surprised? I thought it was gonna be Paco. Anybody surprised here?
I think
I'm
I
a
voted
little
Ben
surprised.
Beans. I can't lie.
Ben Beans for the two.
Specifically on
listen,
Karachi, Ben Beans.
Ben Beans, yeah. Listen, he was the best control player all year. He carried that Boston team to a map win every fucking
Benjamin
series.
Beans. So Beans is your number one, Trey. He's your
I
number
actually,
one.
I,
Ben
I
Beans.
actually did vote Ben Beans one. I'm pretty sure. I can't lie.
No, that's
Cool,
great.
he's down there, so
There he is. He
Yeah,
got two votes. That had it. One of them's you.
It's me.
100%, man. 100%. But yeah, congratulations to Scrappy. That's 2 for him. Any other final thoughts, guys, on Control Player of the Year?
Once again, chat, this is Illey Post champ. This is before
Yeah.
champs. This is not.
Yeah, I know some of
We're
you guys
counting
are. I
champs.
know some of you guys are probably joining
Yes.
midway through, but this was all voted before champs, and there was a lot of people voting in this. How many voters were in here? Do we know the exact number?
It's about 30, I believe. I don't know if Austin's here, and it actually makes an interesting point because if you total these up, I think someone didn't actually put Paco in their top 5. Like
Interesting.
13.
Who the fuck was
Well,
that?
yeah,
Because there are more around.
Scrap's got like an extra vote or two, and then obviously makes a difference of 10 points here. So, yeah, it was definitely an interesting 2-horse race, and I'm not super surprised that Scrap was ahead of Paco. I think we're maybe underselling how good Toronto was a good majority of the year in Control, to be honest.
Yeah, they were good at Control.
Especially
They were.
Scrap, and I get about it.
All right. Any final thoughts, guys? Let's hop over to the next one. Next one is Objective Player of the Year. This one has Abuza, Celium, Dashi, and Insight.
if this isn't Dash,
It's
I'll
got to
leave
be
the show.
Dashy. It's got to be.
Dashi,
I
I'll
put
turn my
Dashy for
webcam
number
off.
1. Yeah, I know for a fact I
If
put
this
Bruce
is not
number 1.
Dash, I'll turn my webcam off.
Yeah, I remember sitting down looking at the stats, and I was like, yeah, nah, Bruce, you got to get that. I would be in utter
I'll be
shock.
mind-blown.
I'll be in utter shock.
I'll be fucking mind-blown if he doesn't win.
Petition to
shit.
give Bruce the award even if he doesn't win.
I'm down.
You guys want to see who the winner
If he's
is?
not
I say
if he's not like over 80% first vote, like first place, I'm gonna be
I just know
flabbergasted.
it's Brandon because I can't be the only one that just had a hard time choosing 3 other people besides Brandon. Like I
think I
didn't
had
really
that ass
know where to
Brandon
go.
and Jamie, and then after that,
Yeah.
I started throwing shit at a
so-
wall.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, Austin and I debated this on my stream for like fucking an hour. We couldn't figure out how to fill out a 5 here. It's really hard.
Has Cell been nominated in every category, by the way?
Yeah,
Yeah, MC's been
it's definitely
nominated in every
interesting for
category.
Objective Player of the Year for MC, but it's cool.
It's certainly interesting. I agree.
All right,
Wouldn't have put him in there myself, but
let's take a look here and see what's going on. The winner of Objective Player of the Year goes to the one and only
Abuza.
Brucey, a.k.a. Dashing.
What a shocker there.
What a shocker. What a shocker. We're all shocked. Shout out to Bruce. I think we all have seen just the way he's been able to adapt his play style throughout the year. Whether people want him playing more faster and more kill-oriented or more objective-oriented, I think Bruce has really shown people, that he can be a really good teammate and kind of do whatever you need him to do. and filling those lanes. And Sam, I know you've been in it. You were a main AR player, so you kind of know like what your role is and what you need to do, and kind of, I think Brucey's really shown that he can really lock down the hard point. I think that was the biggest thing for me, is just his hill time. And just being able in hard points. That one that's coming to me now is, I know we didn't include Champs because this was voted before him, but I had Champs when he popped the 3-piece on Karachi by the Junkyard Hill, right? Like being able to be last alive in the hard point and making big plays. I think that's what I think of when I think of Brucey this year. What do you guys think? What are your thoughts on Big Brucey?
I'm just remembering all the 1v2s, those 1v1s, even the one at Champs where like there's a pretty, I guess, iconic like moment. It lives in my head, like when Brandon like won that 1v1 to close out the map, and he was just like shaking from excitement because he pretty much knew that they had the deal. You know, they had the ring in hand at that point. Yeah, that guy, he was the Iceman this year for sure.
Hell yeah. Any other final thoughts here? Pat, you got any thoughts on Objective Player of the Year? Were you surprised, Pat?
No, I was surprised. This is who I voted for too.
Get some tea, Pat. Maybe get some hot tea or something. You know what I mean? All right, any final thoughts, guys?
Vindicated, bro.
No.
I was sitting over here yapping about Brandon being hill bitch at the start of this year, and we was getting cooked for it. Vindicated.
Can we also
had the
You
wrong
talked
category.
it into existence, Sam. Go ahead, Ben.
Yeah. I just want to make this point about Brandon. Like, just think about the conversation we're having about now and his role in this team from where he was a year ago, 2 years ago as a player. Like, I got to tip the fact that he's had to change his play style from being the guy being aggressive, pushing out cuts, being that guy, to doing the role required to make his team win. Like, you got to respect that. Otherwise, he might be in a completely different spot if he hadn't made that adjustment.
Mm-hmm. Yep, 100%. All right, any other thoughts? All right, let's move on. Congratulations to Big Boozy.
The votes.
Yep, here are the votes right here. It was a long shot. I mean, this makes complete sense looking at this.
Yeah, I was gonna say if this was close, I would have been shocked.
Yeah, I mean, Brucey by a long shot. I mean, it wasn't even close. I mean, this was a landslide here, folks. This was a landslide. Big Brucey, number one. Congratulations to Big Bruce, Objective Player of the Year.
Who voted Paco Objective Player of the Year, bro?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, that's trolly. I love Paco.
Purge. 5 people voted for Purge.
Purge makes sense a little bit, kind of. Actually, not at all. It like makes sense, but like it really doesn't when you think about it.
Oh my god.
Rookie of the Year, 04, Abuza, Estriel, and Gwyn are your nominees for Rookie of the Year. I think this one was really tough for us, to be honest. It was tough for me to pick a Rookie of the Year. I ended up going.
I think I did have the longest time on this one.
I'm pretty sure I voted for Gwyn just out of straight consistency from start to finish. He went through a little slump midway through the year, but it wasn't a big one. I think it was like a month where he's kind of like, yo, what's going on with Gwyn? But I mean, he was great for a rookie. I felt like he was great from start to finish. I thought he was a great player, and he did a lot for Carolina. And I think he solidified himself as like a top player in the league. And then obviously towards the end of the year, all these guys really kicked up. Like Estriel, Buza, 04, all these guys, they all had their moments and they all kicked up for their squads. Like, it's crazy to see 4 rookies all here. All 4 of these guys were so big for their rosters this year. Like, all of them. And I think to see that many rookies is kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy to see, because we'll definitely be seeing these guys again for sure.
You're not incorrect. I think what made this hard is that, we've had past years where with Paco, with AG, where a guy came in as a rookie and was just that guy for 10 months, 9 months. All of these guys had to figure out their gameplay, grind through valleys, through points in the season, and then, for example, a player like Estriel, play your best COD at the end of the year to get your team to their best position they've had all year. So shout out to all 4 of these guys who I think are going to have some staying power here in the CDL.
I just had a hard time because Gwyn was like overall consistency. Abuza's was more so longevity, and then Estriel's was like team success. So like judging on the criteria was just kind of hard to pick one person out. I think I would. Well, yeah. Estriel's team like made champs. They were like the most consistent LAN team. Like they
didn't win a map at champs. And
it doesn't matter. That's not what I'm talking. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously it doesn't count champs, but they qualified for champs. This is before it. Like they literally had they've had the most success on LAN.
Bullshit, bro. Listen, Gwyn was the best player in this rookie class.
Gwyn was not good on LAN.
Yeah, I agree.
I would just be good on LAN if I'm sitting next to
Carolina in general were not.
Right.
Well, I mean, Clay and Fellow were doing their thing on LAN.
Gwyn was very good online. went to LAN, didn't play very well. Estro just consistently like a 0.96 to a 1 for his team, most consistent LAN team. Abuza had a bad start to the year and then literally turned into God towards the end
Well,
of it.
they gave him the gun he got brought up to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
They
it.
gave him an
Yeah,
AR.
exactly. That's
I-
why my argument for him was like longevity.
Personally, for me, I think I picked Estro first based on team and how consistent they played online, and then went to LAN and were like a really good LAN team. I think I chose Abuza second.
How long was 04 in the league for?
Two
Two
stages.
splits. Yeah, 2 stages.
For 2 splits, and especially coming in midway through, I feel like 04 like really made a statement this year. Like
He
coming
did,
in.
Tom.
I'm
I think.
surprised
I
Gio
think I.
wasn't on here.
Yeah, people were
Yeah,
talking about
Gio's
Gio in the
on the
chat.
fringe.
Yeah, people were wondering what's going on with Gio. Why people were surprised Gio didn't make it.
I think Gio and 04 have the same issue. I just think they're not. A player like Abuza was a lot more rounded across all 3 game modes. 04, for example, like I think the key thing for him next year is SND play is obviously excellent. I think learning, especially control at this level, is like, his biggest weakness. But I assume once we see the votes here that even someone like Flames probably got a couple of votes in this one. Like I think all of the rookies got their shine, and I'm sure this was very, very close.
All right, let's see who the winner is for Rookie of the Year. Rookie of the Year goes to Abuza for Rookie of the Year. Congratulations to Abuza. I think we can't deny just the impact he makes on a map with an AR in his hands. And he was doing it in Challengers. I think in Challengers he really made a statement and was kind of showing everybody that he's just one of the best players there. I think it was pretty drastic. I remember when Abuza got picked up, everybody's kind of like, what's the hold up? What are people waiting for? His name was getting floated around for a while. And he comes in here, they throw him on a sub. He was probably hit with a curveball because I don't even think he expected to run a sub. And then they switched him back to the AR midway through the year, and he has been insane. He's been crazy.
Yeah.
We'll take a look here at the votes and see what's going on here. So it's interesting. Abuza actually got more second place votes than he did first place votes. It was actually Gwyn and Estrio who got the most first place votes, but they didn't get a lot of second place votes. So Abuza, just from the point system, he was able to get the most points and get that #1 spot. So weird voting, fluctuating all over the place within the votes here for Rookie of the Year. Which, to be fair, I mean, some people are like, weird votes, which I agree. It does look a little weird. I think it's just because this was close. It was hard to pick Rookie of the Year looking at it because they all had so much positives to them that we can look at. But this one wasn't as black and white as, for instance, Objective Player of the Year with Dashy is.
Who put Abuza and Gwyn at 5th place? Like what? Who are they putting over him?
They probably voted the same person that voted for Linz.
Fucking hell, Gio.
Yeah.
Gio couldn't
they're-
get looking in the 5th in anything else other than 5th.
Yeah.
Locked in
Yeah.
fifth.
He is locked in.
But congratulations to Abuza.
Someone in the chat said this whole system is insane. I think this has been fairly on point for awards. I think the only way you can always make these awards better is just keep increasing the number of people that vote. And to defend Austin, like there were a lot of people that were asked to vote and then just didn't submit their awards. So like it's always tough to kind of always have like a voting pool of people that will actually fill out and do their shit.
I mean, but with fluctuating votes like this, like some people are like, it's weird. I mean, I don't know why people think we have like some ill intent with this award show. We literally just linked a Google Doc to everybody in the community and said, just put your votes in, and then we added up the points, and this is what it came out to be. I mean, this one wasn't as black and white as some of these other
But it's
awards.
not like Abuza is winning this award. It's unjustified. Like he was a big reason why Seattle, who was very much teetering after they lost Hinder, and they picked about 4. Like him with that role switch, he was probably their best player of their team.
Wait, he had the
last,
highest
like, couple
land
months.
peak out of all the rookies. He literally
I
had
agree.
the highest land peak out of all the
100%.
rookies.
Well, they were all
He was-
spamming W when we announced Abuza. I think it was the
Yeah,
votes
man, people were
that
just-
threw him
people were
off.
just-
But
People are just mad that like certain people are not listed for nominees on other tiers.
But it gives you like an interesting perspective here, right? Real and Gio, we haven't mentioned much here, but they did make a lot of people's top 5. 19 people out of the 30 had them in their top 5. So it's like, again, to our point earlier, almost all these guys here, going down to even Flames, like all have a real good case to be staying power in the CDL. And I think it speaks a testament to this really good quality rookie class we had this year.
no, the rookie class was insane this year. That was a hard vote for sure. It was hard to pick like who actually was like the top rookie. because there was just so many different things to look at. But congratulations to Abuza. You deserve it. You went crazy. So congratulations to him. Now we have AR Player of the Year. We have Celium, Dashi, Draza, and Scrap for AR Player of the Year, Assault Rifle Player of the Year. Now the chat's already erupting. They're all spamming Scrappy. Pretty sure Scrappy's going to win this vote here. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I'm more so curious who gets like second.
Yeah.
Who'd you guys vote second?
I don't remember.
I think I
I
think I put Zach, if I remember correctly, like that.
I think I put Drowser too.
I definitely put Zach or
I put Zach.
Brandon.
think I put Zach too.
I
think
did
put
it.
Zach.
I did it right to left order.
I think I did
Yeah.
Scrap too.
Right to left order.
I think,
That's crazy.
yeah, Dashi top 3 and then MC. Yeah, I think that's how I did it as well. I definitely voted Scrap as number 1. That's for sure.
Yeah, and Scrap as well.
All right, let's see who the winner is for AR Player of the Year. Give it up for Scrappy. That's 3 for Scrappy. This guy's going nuts, man. This guy's getting all the votes. Shout out to Scrappy. It's a hat trick. I mean, we're gassing this guy's head up. His head's already gassed up. We're gassing it up even more.
No, we can't. We got to shut him down. Listen,
You know what I mean?
He didn't win SND Player, and it says SND was fucking ass for a while.
Okay, it wasn't
Oh
even
my
close. It
God.
wasn't even fucking close. I mean, Scrappy led by
34.
right. Yeah, it wasn't even.
So Cell got second. Wow, I'm actually
It-
genuinely
Cell got
surprised.
second.
He didn't really get a lot of votes. Most of the
Genuinely
votes went to
surprised.
Scrap. Most of the votes went to Scrap.
Yeah,
but
I know he got the most second place votes.
You got to think maybe KD Cheese.
It was probably KD Cheese.
KD Cheese probably got MC at
I
top
will
2
say-
spot, but Scrappy deserved this.
I will
Deserved this
say-
100%.
I will say, as much as Zach gets hate, he was easily like FaZe's like second best player at lots of points in the year. And yeah, I don't know.
I thought Zach was insane, bro. I'm pretty sure I had second, number 2.
I definitely had Scrap first and then Draz second, just because Draz I think has, like Chris said, second best player behind Simp, and then he also has a harder role than Cell. Like he's just faster and does everything.
I see some votes at the bottom too coming in for Kenny, Skies, Lucky, Gio, and Abuza all got 1 vote. But congratulations to Scrap. Any other final thoughts on Assault Rifle Player of the Year, folks?
Dan unanimous 5th. Typical.
Dan Ghosty making
Yeah.
his name up
Oh,
there.
yeah.
I mean, Dan was
giving-
a great shout. I think Dan
I had
deserves to
Dan,
get
I
there.
had Dan at 5 as well.
I
Okay.
wanted to vote him higher. It's just that like I just
can't put him above the top 4.
I couldn't. Yeah, exactly. Out of a consistency and placement standpoint.
Then we got SMG Player of the Year. We have Kleenex, Hydra, Shotzi, and Simp. Pretty sure for SMG Player of the Year, I went with Simp on this one. Again, this was
basically MVP
pre-champs. This is before champs. Yeah, this is basically right. I mean, these players are fucking insane. Imagine these guys on the same team together. That'd be crazy. But yeah, I think I went with Simp on this one. Who'd you guys go with on this one? Do you remember?
I think I went with Chris, but between him and Paco.
Hydra.
I actually
I
don't
might
remember.
have.
Hydra.
I might have. So like the way I probably judged this wasn't just off of like how good I think they were in their role. It was more so like impact for their team. And I feel like I put Paco higher. Like I probably picked Paco, then Simp, then Shotzi.
If
think
we were
for me,
counting
I-
champs end year, I mean, Shotzi would be up there in my opinion. For just
If we're-
straight impact alone. Like I'm not looking at stats. I'm just talking about just straight impact, like on the map. Like, I think
Also,
Shotzi would be a good shout.
This is a weird top. I mean, this is like a little off tangent, but like a lot of people in the chat were like upset that we didn't see like certain Optic players in like certain nominees. I feel like Optic's strong suit this year was their teamwork. It like as much as like Shotzi did get MVPs. I never really felt at these events that like the reason they won or like were like they had like some guy just going bonkers. Like they all played a huge part in like all their victories, and even like let's say Major 4 if we're talking about it. They were like pretty bad up until that Champ Sunday in regards to like how they were winning series. So like it was like when we're seeing these nominees, like I'm not surprised to not see the Optic players, but when it comes to their team success, the reason they won champs and the reason they won even Major 4 was because they just showed up at the right time.
I want to.
You think so? Well, you think they were bad you think they were pretty bad?
No. Like
Pretty bad
when-
talent is faded in my opinion.
I'm not saying pretty bad. I'm saying like I don't think anyone really ever saw these guys going into a tournament and be like, this is the team that's going to win. Because like their online stages and the way they progressed in tournaments was always kind of just iffy. And then when they got to those Sundays, barring champs, like because champs, they were insane, I feel like most of the time. But like that major 4, like no one thought they were going to win. And then they just turned up on Sunday.
Well,
you
they
know what I'm
did.
saying?
They got absolutely world started. Major
Was it
Major
major 4?
three.
Sorry, major 3. I'm sorry. I'm mixing them up.
Here-
You get the
here's
point
the
that I'm
issue.
saying.
Here's the issue. Let's remove online like from this for a second. Toronto Ultra was like dominant major 1. FaZe dominant major 2. The Optic, when they had a major 3, like they didn't play dominant those first couple of days and really teed up on the weekend. And then major 4, obviously, you know, FaZe was clean, and then New York had a really good losers bracket run. So like they never had that like one split where they were just like the clear ahead number 1 team. They didn't really back that into another split back to back. And I think that's why when you look at some of these overall awards, that's why I think they're not in them. But to your point, like I think if we had ran this back after champs, I think they would have factored a lot into these awards.
Hey, I will say though, looking at the doc, I see a 2024 champs weekend MVP. Who voted for that?
that was just who won the MVP.
That's who just won the. That's all it was. Oh, okay.
I was confused on that.
Yeah, because I seen it on the doc and I'm like, I did not put that vote in, so that makes sense if they just gave it to the MVP.
Optic was just a super gritty. They were a gritty team this year. Like they had so many map 5s, like clutches at tournaments. Like all their event wins were like so, I guess, well deserved because it felt like they really had to work for them as opposed to just like going in and like just blowing out everybody.
Well, let's see who it was. SMG Player of the Year goes to the one and only Simp for SMG Player of the Year. I mean, it doesn't surprise me. I thought his consistency through the year was crazy. Like, he had crazy consistency. Doesn't surprise me that Simp got the W here. We can take a look at the votes here, see what's going on. I mean, Simp was number 1, Hydra 2, Shotzzy 3. And Simp won this by a long shot. He won this by a long shot. What do you guys think? You guys agree with this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad about it. Again, this was before champs. So Hydra and Simp were clear cut the best, I feel like.
Yeah.
Even if this was after champs, I don't think this changes.
No, I think it does a little bit.
Hydra 1-2.
This is the argument I have in my chat. And Austin, I don't know who's not here, but Austin, I was there. When you compare Paco and Simp, I think it's also affecting MVP voting. Chris's stats and Chris's impact across all 3 modes, I think, was more significant than Paco, especially in SND. And that's sort of the tiebreaker, I think, in this one. I think they both have hit significant highs throughout the year in Hardpoint and Control, though I would say that Paco, just towards the tail end of the year, was probably the better respawn player in terms of his impact on the team and hard carrying. But like, I think people just aren't realizing what Chris's impact in SND was, to be honest. I think that's why a lot of people are saying Lens or L's in the chat. They just don't remember how I think, especially some of those key game 5s they won.
You know, a lot of people that watch
major 2.
A lot of people
like
just watch. A lot of people that watch are just like, oh, 30 bomb, 40 bomb. Oh yeah, that guy's the best. Like they don't like the S&D sometimes gets overlooked by a lot of people.
Yeah, well, Simp by majority wins the number 1 spot. Hydra at 2, Shotzzy at 3, and then you had Kleenex and Abizi at 4 and 5. So shout out to Simp. Congratulations to Simp. And then we get to Clutch Player of the Year. We have Dylan Attach, Dashy, Skies, and Vickle. I think it's funny for Clutch's Player of the Year. It doesn't shock me to see Dylan Attach up there. I think for number 1 spot, probably had to be Brucey. I mean, his clutches really stuck out this year. So I feel like Clutch's Player of the Year, it's got to be Bruce again. I just feel like his clutches in general, and he had some big moments too. He had some really big clutches. You don't know? Who did you have here? I put Brucey number 1 here.
Brandon's up there, but like my chat, when we were doing this vote, my chat really wanted Caesar in this convo, so I won't be surprised if Caesar. I think Brandon should win this, but I won't be surprised if Caesar got a lot of votes.
I think he's probably second.
Yeah.
But I think if Bruce doesn't win this, that would be absurd.
I just couldn't. It was the same thing as the objective player. Like I just had Brandon and didn't know who else to pick.
All right, let's see who got Clutch Player of the Year. Clutch Player of the Year goes to Caesar Skies Bueno. With the number 1 spot, I had Big Brucey going crazy.
What? Well, yeah, I didn't see the vote. Let's go see the voting real quick.
There is no voting. Gersh did he miss his one? He must have missed his one.
No voting?
Look, now he's not showing the voting.
Yeah,
it's gonna get that. It's convenient. Yeah.
So the doc that we have doesn't have the vote tabulation on this one, so I'm actually really surprised. Maybe we'll tweet out a graphic.
I thought it was
Yeah,
Brucey
no,
100. I thought it was
I thought
Brucey,
it
bro.
was-
I thought it was Brucey, bro.
I need
Yeah,
more
I-
attached votes.
Bro, I'm not
I
gonna
had
lie.
Dashy
Like,
for
listen,
sure.
listen, I'm not trying to take away credibility of anyone that voted Caesar. I'm just like
I had
struggling
Caesar
to
too.
remember. I'm struggling to remember like all the like.
Caesar
Did
had
he
it.
make a ton like of clutch
He
plays?
didn't lose a 1v1 until champs.
Yeah, so
Like,
Austin Easy
Gur
Mac
said
just
he
texted me.
wasn't sent a voting graphic. He
Ah,
wasn't sent a voting graphic.
So,
for this
so
one.
Austin Easy Mac just texted me. Caesar had the most 1v2s in the league and 100% 1v1 win rate before this voting happened. To your point,
That's
Like,
actually
he didn't lose one
well,
till
that's
champs.
that's fair. See, because
there
I
you
just
go.
I
There you go,
wouldn't
too.
know.
Yeah, if you're looking
Yeah,
at the
yeah.
stats, for sure.
If we're just looking at the stats, then yeah, that
I
makes
think
sense.
just off the year, like I was just kind of looking at like Brucey's moments. Like he clutched up in such big moments where they needed him most, and it went on to them just doing crazy shit.
Bro, there's a world where if Brandon wasn't playing at the level he was for this team at Major 3, they have a similar season or similar stage as they did in Major 4. Isn't that fucking insane? The amount of map 5s they went to and like how well he played in search, even at the Major when they ended up winning it. Bro, how insane would that have been?
I mean, that's why I gave it to Bruce just purely based on the major they won, because without him, I would have gave him MVP at that major just purely based on him getting him there himself.
Exactly, yeah, because before champs, right, we were looking at their Major 4. They were recently coming off basically a fucking goose egg, and we saw them at Major 3, and we like looked at the map 5s and all that stuff. Like, bro, without Brandon playing as well as he did in Major 3, like we saw basically a mirror of that in Major 4. Like they couldn't win a series, they couldn't win a search. They couldn't, like, they were losing map 5s. They lost the map 5 to Boston, right? Like, so we knew that Brandon was like insanely impactful for this Optic team in search and clutching and stuff like that. So
was New York though. New York's game 5 rate was pretty good. I'm gonna read out some stats to you that Austin sent me. So comparing Caesar to Brandon, Skies had 6 1v1 wins and one, obviously we mentioned 100% of his 1v1s. Brandon had 7 1v1 wins, but was only 7 for 12 in that stat. Brandon had 8 1v2s, and Caesar had 11 1v2s. He won 31% of his 1v2s that he was in. Brandon did have 2 1v3s, however, to add to the stats. So it's actually surprising a lot closer than I thought, and that's maybe one where the data probably backs it up. And as you saw at Champs, down the stretch run for New York, Caesar actually had a lot of really big clutches for them in search. So maybe it's not that crazy.
You know who was clutching on Caesar?
This is
Brandon.
just like a
Brandon.
Rudy Gobert Defensive Player of the Year win, bro. It's like it's
Kinda,
not
yeah.
surprising that he wins it because of the stats, but like he's just so boring of a player. Does that make sense?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, because
Like, it's just not exciting.
Pat loves Edwards.
no
bro.
way.
Edwards
Caesar was
is the type of
clutching
player, like-
1v2s against plumbers.
Yeah,
while Dash
but,
was
like,
clutching
the way-
1v2s against
Nah,
Caesar.
it's
That's
not
crazy.
even that, bro. It's just the way he clutches, just so boring. Like.
You're
Like,
on about- you're-
like,
he's just
you're on about
killing two
Skies,
people.
Like the way Skies clutches is he
said,
just
"Fuck
like
you too, Pat."
plays time, bro. Like,
He's
you know
killing
what
a
I
guy
mean?
off bomb with 11 seconds left.
Yeah,
Type
and then
shit.
plays time, just like dies at the end of it, but gets the round.
Hey,
win.
those are good plays though, Caesar.
So
Don't,
I
don't-
think
don't
he,
let me
I
hate
think
on you.
he, I think he like justifiably wins it. It's just like a boring. This is a boring one for him. It's a boring
my
winner.
My
all
fucking
good.
fault. Caesar
It's a
Sky's
typical win. Typical win. Just boring way to win.
Nah, I'm with you on that, Pat. I'm with you on that. Jiggle peek in a fucking pillar until bomb blows up versus
Yeah, like,
versus Dashy fucking 0.2
I'm
fucking
playing
reaction times.
guarantees, man. Nah, it's typical. I'm
Nah,
not,
it
I'm not
is.
taking that away
It's
from
like
him.
boring way to win, yeah.
Congratulations. Congratulations. Dashy was
Simple.
more fun to watch, though.
All right, let's move on.
You just had big moments, bro. His moments were just
Regular
huge.
season MVP. We have Hydra, Scrappy, Shotzi, and Simp. I expect this one to go to Simp. I feel like before champs, especially, I think a lot of people had Simp as their season MVP. I mean, even the chat spamming it. Even they're spamming it. You guys want to just move on and see if it's Simp? I think it's Simp. If it's not Simp, I'll be surprised. It is Simp, ladies and gentlemen, for the regular season MVP. We'll take a look here at the voting. Scrap, number 2. Hydra, number 3. But it was Simp with a long slide at that number 1 spot. So congratulations again to Simp.
You know, that's surprising, I think.
Yeah, that wasn't surprising. And of course,
MC and Shotzi. See, I was interested in what happened after the top 3 here as far as votes. It's actually very interesting.
before
MC
champs,
and
Where
Brandon
the fuck is
are one off
MC
each other.
fourth?
I don't
I don't
know.
know. It's kind of wild.
for regular season MVP, yeah, no. And then you have Shotzi 5, Draza 6, a BZ 7, Kleenex 8, and then additional votes go to Dashi and Dan Ghosty.
Shout out Dan Ghosty, man. Deserved MVP vote. I'm surprised he only got 1, bro.
I'm not.
Yeah.
It was right.
Champs MVP goes to the one and only Shotzi himself. Doesn't surprise me. I think we can all agree Shotzi at Champs, he was in a different mode. He got into that Shotzi mode and
It
he
was
was
close
locked
at
in.
times with Pred.
AG was up there. Bro.
AG was
it
up
was,
there.
It was like 60-40 AG.
AG's bounce back. AG's bounce back was fucking insane coming off that Major 4.
Mm-hmm.
It was close, bro.
I don't know, but just watching Shotzi play, I feel like he just enables everybody around him. Like everybody around him just plays better just because of like the shit that he does.
I mean, you want it's crazy. So like, hold that thought. I agree with you. Great, impactful player. But we were talking about it. We had whole debates about it. We were sitting there fucking grilling this guy for literally an entire stage, saying that his play style was a direct reason why this team was struggling. Like, and we're talking about Pred here. So yeah, I'm sure. Listen, Shotzi does enable his team, but I think ultimately the way that Pred was able to play both at Major 3 and the way he played at Champs was a big reason why this team literally won.
Yeah, he's adding like 10 kills in respawn. That's why. That guy's bulldozing people.
You know what the crazy thing is? His search and destroy game literally went from like he was dropping like 0.6s. Like I'm pretty sure the last like 2 days of the tournament, I'm pretty sure his SND he was dropping double digits, like multiple SNDs in a row.
Mm-hmm.
It was close as fuck. I was surprised that he won this.
Shotzi was with him though. Like
Yeah,
no,
100%.
The reason I would like when Tom says like he enables his team, he's also putting up the numbers whilst doing 360s, dolphin diving, building the building, playing.
It's a lot more flashy.
I'm not like saying that Shotzi doesn't deserve this because I agree that he was definitely that, but I'm just saying that Pred was up there and like you guys gotta tip your hat to that guy because especially you're a Green Wall fan, like he's a big reason why you guys literally won that tournament.
Bro, I said that on the watch party after they won. I was like, I would be flabbergasted if AG didn't win. I mean, and obviously ended up winning, but just you could see the difference in the confidence that this team plays with when AG's on versus off. And I mean, I granted, you know, Ant was consistent for the majority of the year and was their best player, but I think AG like just willed them to win. He did so much for them at Champs in Major 3.
Did you listen to the comms from Champs? AG in the comms he was hilarious in the comms, but just like the motivating and the energy that he was bringing to the comms, I mean that definitely helped him will through when it came to Champs. I mean, we all know a double YY always helps as well, Sam. You know,
it's the flashiness, bro. You look good, you play good.
Hey Pat, do you still think Shotzi's not a superstar?
We went over this on the flank, but to what Sam said. I agree. I think Pred should have won this.
I think Pred should have won.
I didn't say that Ant should have won. I said that there was a very good argument for AG winning it.
Like I said, Tom, I agree with Sam. Pred
okay.
Now we got play of the year. This is also all the rest of them that we're about to do up until Flankest of the year. These are all community votes. So this was all community voted. The community was able to vote. What's up?
I was gonna say, what do you guys think is the play of the year?
I have no idea. It's got to be the 1v3 from Bruce, right?
I think it's the one where Diamond Con shit on inside behind the forklift and Tom lost his prize picks.
That's what you think it is?
That was actually up for.
That was a tough moment for me. It was a tough moment for me, Chris.
That was not up for play of the year, but that was also definitely in the potential clip of the year.
All right, let's see. Play of the year goes to the one and only 1v3 from Dashy himself. Doesn't surprise me at all. It doesn't surprise me. We can actually tune in and watch the clip here.
Just the whole series of the clip.
Let's tune in and let's tune in real quick to the clip and let's see what my man Brucey was doing here.
So to a 3v2 advantage we go for Atlanta FaZe. Simp, he's been this side and he's been lurking, can't get caught. He at least gets one. It got scary for a moment.
Actually, I think he spotted him. Selling him, this is just sort of the area he likes to play. Of course, Dashy would love to chow. 12 seconds, though. He's got to get to a bomb.
This was crazy, man.
And they know that. Only time to get to one position. So has to take the fight. Comes soaring on through.
He got it.
He goes to planet. He gets it through. Are you kidding me? And he gets away. He gets away. He's a magician. 1 versus 1. Graza, Dashy. The timing's going to make me throw up. 35 seconds, he spots him, backs down, he pops, Dashy!
And there is clip of the year. Play of the year. Play of the year. Yeah, this won him the major.
100%. Just literally one of them.
Bro, that reaction time on the first,
Yeah,
on
he
the
was-
second kill
that was
is
insane.
fucking
It's
insane.
criminal. It's
It was crazy,
bro.
right here. I mean, just the snap on him, and then even just to get the bomb down was crazy. I mean, it was literally milliseconds there, and then he was able to get out, and he gets tagged up here. Draza tagged him up.
Well, I'm confused why Draza didn't chow. Like, I know we talk about this where you never chow when people plant, but like in a situation where Bruce is 7 HP and Cell could have called that out, like he either plants or he's one bullet. I feel like if you're Draz, and this isn't hindsight cheese, you chow that every time.
I wonder if they called out that he couldn't get it down or something. Like, dude, the fact that he, like, if you think about his like hand placement on the controller, the fact that he was able to aim, shoot, kill that guy, and literally hit his square button before 5 seconds in all that tiny little span is fucking wild. Because like a lot of people would get in that like mode and be like, do I play the kill? Do I plant? Like they might not even get the timing right. You know what I'm saying?
Cell got shit on, but either way, he should be able to call out two fucking Zach.
Like they had to have a little scuff controller cam right there.
Even if he
For that
is, even
moment.
if,
Scuff
even if he,
controller cam.
even if he goes like can't plan, what Pat's saying, he's 7 HP. You win the round.
Yeah.
regardless.
True.
Either you kill him planning or you lose a full HP versus 1 HP fight. Like you chow every time.
Yeah, and you definitely don't let him get out. You know,
Yeah,
the fact that he's able to slide out was crazy. I mean, it was great plays from Bruce for sure. He took advantage, and hit some really nice shots. So congratulations to Bruce. No surprise there. Now we have map of the year.
Is this like actual map or is this like played map?
I think this is like competitive, like the best competitive map, just map of the year. What was everybody's favorite map? I think
Rio.
this is what it was.
Rio Hardpoint.
Rio.
No, this
close.
is. I know what this word is. This is not best map in the pool. This is like best map between two teams this season.
Okay, can I go
Oh.
first?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
like
it's
game,
Optic
like
New
map.
York Rio Hardpoint map 4 from Champs.
But it's before
Interesting.
Champs Awards, isn't it?
I know, but I think that is map of the year.
Yeah,
I know
this
it's not
was all
map
be
of the-
this
the
was all
answer for
before
this is
champs.
that the Optic FaZe Invasion Hardpoint is 100%
That's
going to win
probably-
this, but I think map of the year is the Optic New York
I
Rio
think
Hardpoint map 4.
I think that Optic FaZe one stands out to me on the Invasion. That stands out to me for sure. I would agree with you, Sam. It's just champs obviously is not included, so
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
trying
but
to
I
think
feel
like.
if it was, I think that should have won.
So JP said Optic Toronto Skid Row is a sleeper. Man, Skid Row.
Skid Row.
Yo, I forgot.
Oh, I
everything.
know- I know
I
what
Forgot we
everything.
played
I know
that
what
map,
you're talking
JP. Forgot we played that map.
It is a sleeper,
Terminal
JP.
search.
It is a sleeper, JP. But I just think for the drama of it, that like Optic phase ending, which we hadn't really seen ever and didn't really see all season, or went to that fucking stupid ass
Oh,
fucking
FaZe Ultra
Cornelio.
map 5 is a good.
Yeah, the
commentary.
map 5 FaZe Ultra is a good one. The map 5 FaZe Ultra is a good one for sure. That was on Rio, right? The 2v3.
Boston Optic.
Yeah, it was.
The
Boss-
2v3
Boston
map
Optic
5
game.
on Rio that Toronto did against FaZe might be up there as
No,
well. That was a
and-
crazy map.
Any Boston map 5 was a good watch.
250. 250.
No,
Hey, that's crazy.
2-3-3 Optic loss versus Boston. That's got to be map of the year, man.
Rio Hardpoint did.
All right, let's see what it is, ladies and gentlemen. Map of the year goes
Gotta be
to
FaZe Optic.
Optic Texas versus Atlanta FaZe Invasion Hardpoint Major 1. Doesn't surprise me. This was fucking crazy. This was insane.
Bro, this map should have ended 4 hills before it did.
Oh, there's no
was
clip. Oh, I
unbelievable.
thought there was a clip for this one. No clip for
This
this
is
one.
where they couldn't wallbang the bike, right? And like Simp was laying down behind it or something.
Yeah, Simp was laying
this
down
was
on the
actual
bike,
war.
and you couldn't wall bang it, and it was honestly just gritty, bro. It was just nonstop trades for the last
As much
minute
as
and a
this-
half.
As much as this map sucked to play as a competitor, watching it was actually kind of fun because, dude, holy shit. No one could get time. It was just a
Is that a different one,
bloodbath
Chad?
at
Oh,
all
that's a different
times.
Hey, DM it to me,
that
Gersh. Actually, no, never mind. Here, I'll pull up the clip. Actually, we got a little
They
clip
posted
here.
here, yeah.
From
Yeah, that
a
3
man.
piece from
I'm on
Ken's
my
bro.
other
Slates
PC.
in that picture and shit. Like we're using a slate.
Yeah, we'll take a look here at the clip. Hey, put the clip again in the chat, Gersh, if you don't mind. This was fucking crazy. This was very early on in the season. Wasn't this was this the first
Major one
stage or
set up.
second stage?
Yeah,
This-
people were,
this
it was
major-
first stage. People were using slate.
What is this
No,
next set
wait,
of fight?
What are we looking at?
Are you talking about is this the Optic phase one? That was Major 2, was it not?
Or was this
That-
second
that-
stage? It was early in the year. Oh, it was Major 2. It was Major 2. All right, we have the clip right here. Let's tune into the clip.
No,
Just gonna get it
No,
done.
that's different.
This is different map.
That picture was a different map than what I'm referring to.
Wait, is this so? No, this is the one. So they played a couple of gritty invasions.
I was talking about the one where Simp was laying down behind the bike and it went like 4 extra hills with 3 streaks and it ended on like a courtyard or something.
This one was all. This one was.
Cat Gersh is linking me wrong clips.
Because Ant actually sneaks through
That's the
left
map
here.
I was talking about.
This one was also kind of fucking wild, but it wasn't as good as I think the Major 2 one.
This
was
is
fucking
state.
good.
This is
Hold on,
stage
lock into the
one.
clip real quick. This was crazy.
Just call what it is.
This is when Kenny went nuts.
Rotation finding kills,
Yeah,
but
Ken's
it's a
3
big
piece on
crowd
MVP.
kill.
This was sick too. This is crazy.
And they're winning the trade fights. They're winning the trade fights. Only 10 seconds left. Can they come out on top? Optica currently in it. It has to be perfect from this point on.
Atlanta spawning all over the map. 239, 239. FaZe with a couple of key eliminations. Here comes Cellium from the front. Kenny! Oh!
That was sick.
Atlanta cannot get back into the hard point. You want a map? You got it.
Yeah, what a clip there from Kenny at the end there. That was insane. That was crazy. That was
The
actually
fact that there's
nuts.
just so many different options that this could be that we're talking about. There's just they played that many different or good hard points.
Yeah.
Wait, Tom, the only information you got was Optic versus FaZe.
Yeah, I mean that one works too. And it was Invasion too. And it was also Invasion. They're both on Invasion.
Yeah, I was talking about the other one.
Regardless.
Yeah, so on the
Great
graphic
plays.
it says a Major 1-1, so I'm a little
good plays.
surprised. I would have thought it's a Major 2-1, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I mean it shows the
Optics
Kenny
and all of
clip.
them.
It shows the Kenny clip on the graphic. It does. They just might have labeled it wrong.
I think had all the maps of the year. Every single fucking ballot was fucking. They were involved in all of them.
All right, let's move on
than
to
Toronto
best
for one.
champs map. This is also community
you go.
voted best champs map. What do you think it is? You think it's the one you were talking about, Sam?
I think it's that one 100%. Because I think that's map of the year. But
What do you got? Any other? I agree with Sam. Anybody disagree?
It could
I
be
agree with
Invasion
Sam.
Control too, like to be honest.
Oh, to win it?
Yeah, it's community voted, so I could definitely see some cheese going on there.
I think the Rio was just too good, bro. The
Yeah, the Rio was
Caesar's
definitely
2-piece from
better.
you on the P1 into another 2-piece to break that, bro. It was so
My
good.
favorite
Rio
one
is
was Joe
definitely
Deceives wall banging people through the entire map on
Yeah,
Rio.
that was
Not
crazy.
gonna lie.
That was
My
fucking
boy
insane.
Dylan Envoy was catching strays.
Seeing that, I mean, obviously I'm trolling, but honestly, just watching that back in my head, bro, that was probably the funniest shit I've ever seen on this game. Like,
Was it the FaZe and Ultra Control as well, an invasion that knocked FaZe out? That was pretty hectic.
That was hectic.
oh yeah, wait, I remember.
That was a pretty good map too.
I thought FaZe was about to win it.
Yeah.
FaZe was about to win it, and
Yeah.
then what? Then we were like, "Oh my god, no
Yeah.
way! This is how they go out." That was a good
very
one.
good map to watch.
I don't know. I still think it's that Rio Hardpoint, bro.
I
It
think
was
it's the Rio
so
hard
good,
point.
man.
It's got to be the Rio hard point had me on the edge of my seat, bro. That shit was crazy. Bro, I remember after the Rio hard point, I remember people like leaning back in their chairs, like taking deep breaths, like the players, like after the map. It was like, holy fuck. Like they all had to take a breath after that one. Let's see for best champs map goes to Optic Texas versus the New York Subliners Invasion Control Grand Final. So the winning moment. They
There you
chose the
go.
winning moment. That's what they chose. The winning moment.
There you go.
I'm gonna say that's L fucking community, bro. Like, why are you guys voting for that one over the Rio, man? Get a fucking grab.
Yeah, they voted for the winning moment.
Cheese,
Which,
but it's accepted
which was
cheese.
sick. It was sick. It
It's
was sick.
accepted
There was just
cheese.
some crazy maps. There was
It
some
was
crazy.
also a good match to watch though. It's not like it was a terrible.
No, it was.
wasn't
It wasn't that bad of a moment. It was a good
That's
moment.
the only way they could have won,
Nah.
by the way.
It was a solid
Yeah.
moment, but the Rio,
Like they
the Rio
had
was
to
so
win
good,
on an invasion offense.
It had to be
round
an
5.
invasion.
It was the
to
most
win.
storybook like script shit, dude. No, it was.
They
easy
probably
as freezing.
planned it.
It was
too.
such a
They're
good
like,
map.
"Yo."
Side topic. We all agree Invasion Control is the best map on land out of the 3 controls, right?
Yeah,
Land, yeah.
yeah, I would say so.
Online, it was horrible.
High Rise was a snooze. All
Yeah, High Rise was
year,
kinda
bro.
ass.
Actually, not the beginning of the year. The beginning of the year was good because people didn't know how to play defense really well. So like offense was winning a lot, but Invasion Control on land was like.
There was just
actually
always
pretty
so
good.
much propane cheese on high rise too, bro. Like just people blowing up,
Yeah.
like people getting 4 dead. They're in a good situation, then somebody falls
Karachi
off
was
the
good,
map
too,
or
though.
some shit or something blows up. Like there was just so much that
Karachi
happened
was
on high rise.
sometimes good. It was only good when like
I just like
both
it 'cause
teams were
offense was
fighting.
good.
Both teams were fighting for the diner hill, and it was just all out war. People climbing over the
Yeah.
dumpster, people flooding ticket. But there'd be times where you would just see one wipe, and then would fall asleep until the next.
There's
time.
definitely more high moments on Invasion.
We
for
forgot
sure.
the best moment of the best map of the year was the 3v12 versus
Optic Minnesota.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That was
so
crazy. The
pretty-
3v12 was
That's
insane. That was
Yeah,
actually
that was
crazy. All right,
Dude,
let's
involved in every good map. Holy shit.
let's move on. Stream moment of the year. Obviously, there's been a lot of moments on stream this year.
So the nominees are in the Flank DM. If you want to pull up the clips, Tom, we have all the nominees there.
You want to pull up every single clip?
It's up to you if you want to do it.
Yeah,
or not.
we
I'm
should.
not gonna-
Yeah, after we see who wins. After we see who wins, we'll take a look at all the clips.
I can read out who the nominees are right now.
Yeah,
if you
read them
want.
out. Read them out. Yep.
So there's a time you roasted me on that sub base.
Oh yeah.
There was Scump's story about the hex quarters.
Oh, is that what he was jerking off in the office?
Yeah. There
What
was
an
a
animal.
Dashy 1v20, obviously iconic.
Oh, the
There was a
Dashy
Jamie-
1v20 is gonna win, I think, bro.
I think that one
Jamie,
wins.
maybe not. The Jamie insight obviously let down for Tom's bet.
Yeah, that was
And
tough.
obviously, I think probably the best clip of the year. That's the Ben J route, which also a nominee.
Oh, the Ben J route was a nominee. Oh man.
We can't bring that up. He'll start crying again.
Stream moment of the year goes to. Oh, you mother! It's the Ben J Nassim takes an interesting route. The community has spoken, folks. The community has spoken. Let's go live and take a look at this route now. Let's go live and take a look here at the route from Ben J Nassim
I think
in 720p quality. He's gonna come off spawn here and he's gonna try and jump this wall and spawn outside the map. He quickly realizes he cannot.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing.
Bro, the best part is he's so locked.
And then you get
unfazed the whole time.
And then you get slammed at the end of the clip. You get slammed.
Yeah, I'm late to mid.
Yo.
Bro, how did you not?
How bro?
Bro, how did you not crack a single reaction like that entire time? You were so locked.
Because he's
Chris. I was
locked.
so locked
What
in.
are you locked in, brother?
It was our first, bro. It was our first eight map of the year, bro. It was literally fucking November.
Bro,
whatever.
Ben, you're like 80. How do you not know what Karachi looks like?
Oh
Brother,
my
I don't know what
God.
to tell you. Listen, I will say though, I locked in myself as a call out. We were watching champs and people had, back Ben J route as a call out. So, shout
Not a
out to Clip.
single slide, not a single double sprint. Ben.
Nothing. Literally nothing.
Just
I tried
raw
to
dog
hop
at
the
the
wall.
sprint.
Then he gets slammed. Then he gets slammed going mid alley.
Fucking slammed.
No, I gotta tip it though. He pulled up mid late and just squared. Like I gotta tip
Listen,
that.
I'm saying though,
For real though, how did you not even giggle when you tried jumping that wall, bro? I'd have been like,
I was too
God.
locked in, bro. But listen, MC still hasn't paid me all his Twitter money from that.
Oh,
clip, so.
Gersh wants his
wait,
own gas. Look
Show
at that.
nominees, or I'll show the
Can we see
nominees.
the other clips?
Yeah, I'll pull up all the nominees
Some of these
here.
clips are amazing, by the way.
All right, so we have Sam or ZooMaa puts down Sam and Ben. Is that when I crashed out?
Yeah, on
Yeah,
sub
that's a
base. You called
big
Ben
crash out.
Granny build.
Absolutely. All right, Ben J feeling cracked. We saw that one. All right, let's go through all of them one by one here. First, this is me losing complete full after my pick did not go through in 480p. Let's take a look here. This is as high as the quality goes for some reason, but you guys will get it right here. I mean, guys, this is it. This is it right here.
This is over, Tom. It's over.
This is it.
Tom, it's over.
Forklift? Yeah, those
There you go, Jamie. There you go.
Got info.
Tom, it's over.
on the approach.
Come on, Jamie. This is it.
556.
This is This crazy. is it, Jamie.
You better pull out that shotgun, Jamie. You better pull out that
Give me my
shotgun.
money.
Pull that shotgun.
Yeah. Holy shit. I still can't believe how he lost that. He missed every shot when he slid out there. Every single fucking shot. I can't believe it. Then we have my crash out. Let's tune into the crash out here. Shut up, bitch. Holy shit. Oh my God.
Who was that for?
What's for Ben?
Why?
What do you mean, why? Hold on, I gotta pause the clip. They completely cut out Sam and Ben cooking me. That was completely cut out. That's why I started cooking, just to make that clear.
Yeah,
All right, I
know
was
what
getting
you're
a lot of
talking
skinny bastards, big nose. I was getting flamed here, okay? Just to make things clear. Don't fucking talk to me and go shove it up your ass, pussy. And Sam, I know you're not talking with that big ass head. You've been working out for 3 months. I haven't seen a fucking difference. Take your shirt off and hit a fucking flex for me. Let me see that fucking improvement. That's right. There is none. What are you doing over there? Nothing.
What is going on?
What are you doing, Ben? What are you doing? Fucking granny build? Fucking granny build? Yeah, who I am? I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. I'm ready for this shit. I'm ready. I'm not holding back no more. I'm about to go nuts. The big nose has got to me. I'm about to go fucking nuts. Now, Sam called me a pussy, right? And I was like, all right, whatever, right? And then Ben goes, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I'm done with this shit. Yeah, I'm done with this shit. Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm fucking done with it. And if any of y'all want to fight, if any of y'all want to fucking fight, we'll fight. We'll fight. We'll fucking fight, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, I was trying to fight y'all. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Better watch your fucking mouth.
Luigi is pissed.
Better watch your fucking mouth.
Oh, man.
And I'm fucking buffering.
That was comedy. That was out of left field, bro.
I'm crashing out. I'm crashing out. Can I get an OV hole?
Yo,
All right. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it there, bro. Crashing out. Then we have Skunks.
Granny build is insane, by the way.
Yeah, you heard me at the end. Can I get an OV ho at the end? Can I get an OV ho in the chat? Get an OV ho. Then we have Scum Story at the at the office. Let's tune in.
Pretty personal story.
Wait,
that's us
Don't
right
tell
there.
me you touched yourself.
I've cranked one singular time in the hex quarters, and it was against that wall.
No, you didn't.
I was looking over my shoulder.
No, you didn't.
That's crazy.
Huh?
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
What?
Yeah.
How many times in this office?
Are you being
Never
serious?
here. Never here.
Wait, are you being serious?
Why
would I lie about that?
Tony's reaction is comedy.
Tony's like, bro, what am I hearing?
You got to be lying.
Why the would I lie about that, bro?
You jerked off in the hex quarters.
One singular time.
Like just dapping him up and shit.
And yo, I was tweaking because there were cameras and shit. I kept looking into the camera.
Yo, what the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Yeah, I sense a sick
That is actually bizarre. I would have took that word in the grave.
Where did it go?
That is bizarre.
What the
Are you
fuck?
being serious?
Huh?
That is
don't
bizarre.
shame him.
I'm what? I am shaming the that is bizarre, dude.
Fuck's your problem, buddy?
This is a safe place.
It was at like 3 in the morning.
That is ballistic, dude.
I didn't have anywhere to go.
That is ballistic. The bathroom or something?
I do what I want and I do what I please.
That is crazy.
Nah, that's crazy.
That's what I fucking do. See, heck,
He said, I do what I want, I do as I please. And ladies and gentlemen, it's Scumpy. Scumper Jumper, the penis pumper. Everybody give it up. And then that was it. That was all of them. And then it was the one that won. That's all 5 of them. So shout out to everybody who voted from the community. It's an absolute pleasure. Let's move on to the next award. Goes to Social Team of the Year. Man, Social Team of the Year here. This is a community vote. Who do you think the community would vote for Social Team of the Year?
I mean, I know Gersh is in here. I know we do a pretty good job.
Gersh wants to win. He wants to win bad, but it's community voted. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Your subliner's got a pretty good Twitter. You know, you never know.
Gersh wins this hands down.
Nah, FaZe has had some bangers this year. Got to give it to FaZe. I mean,
They win this hands down. If they don't win, then it's a travesty.
Yeah, there was some bangers for sure. Who do you guys think? You guys all think FaZe or New York?
FaZe,
all right.
New York,
Social Team of the Year goes to the Flank, ladies and gentlemen. The community voted for the Flank. Oh, we love you guys, man. Hey, shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to the community, man. Hey, shout out to Gersh for everything he's been doing, man. He can be a little cringe sometimes.
Should have been ATL.
He can be a little cringe sometimes, but he's been doing good work, man. He's a grinder. He pumps out content, and they're always thinking of things, and they're always clever with their posts. So shout out to Gersh and Tucker and the whole team. The social team over there, they're doing a phenomenal job. So, and shout out to the community for all your votes, man. Shout out to all y'all in the chat, the community at home. Shout out to everybody who voted. Appreciate y'all, man. It's an absolute pleasure. And then, of course, we get to the one and only, the last award before we head into EWC groups. We have the Flank Guest of the Year. Now, we all know who this is. We talked about this one. Thinking about it now, I think there could have been another shout, though. But I think this one...
Really?
I think this one is who we all. I think we all agreed on this one just because he was on the show a lot and he brought a lot of personality to the show. He also joined us as a guest.
Wait, did we agree on one?
And
did I miss that vote?
It was in the group chat. Was it on the production group chat?
I mean, no one really like this one. I felt.
Well,
like
put your vote in right now. If you put your vote in right now, who would you have put?
Play Fighting Pat.
So you would have had Clay as the guest of the year? Guest of the year, usually for me, I put in a vote for like who comes on the most, who gives us the most energy, the most personality. Like,
Ernie
you know what I
for sure,
mean?
then. Yeah, it's got to be Ernie.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I voted, ladies and gentlemen, Scrap, and that's who it is, ladies and gentlemen. It's the one and only Ernie in the building. He came on, he filled in as well. He was also a co-host this year, and he filled. I think at the end, the later half of the year, or towards the end of the year, he didn't want to come on anymore. I think Ben J and him got into a little big
he's here
altercation.
right now, Tom, if you want
Let's
to talk to him.
fucking go!
Oh shit!
I want to thank my family,
Absolutely.
my dogs.
Absolutely.
It's Ernesto. It's
fuck,
Ernesto.
I worked so hard for this.
Ernie, you got 4 awards. Ernie, you got 4 awards today.
I got 4.
You got 4, man. You got 4. And
How much money I win?
0. You win $0. Okay. I'll give you some money in the streets. All right, you come talk to me in the streets. I'll give you some money.
Didn't you already give him money in the streets?
I did. I gave him a lot of money. Hopefully, he still has it.
Yeah, no, I had to buy some shit, so like I need more though.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ!
Not when he's racking up these fucking speeding tickets, and that right backwards.
Oh my God!
Oh shit!
Nah, it's Detective Cartier.
We'll leave it. We'll leave a story.
Trey's giving out
No, Scrap though.
tickets?
Congratulations. I appreciate you coming on throughout the year, bro. Who won last year? I don't remember. I know Zinni won the first year of the flank. Zinni won the first year. He stopped coming on after the first year.
Austin? Did Scrap win last year too?
Nah, who won last? Donnie won. Donnie. It was Don Dada. It was Don Dada. Yep, Don Dada.
Fucking go, man. This
Good
shit.
fucking
Yeah, Scrap, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being a co-host throughout the year. Thank you for joining us on episodes and being a guest. I was gonna say sleeper pick Shotzi. Ant has been on a few times this year.
It has been on.
I couldn't even remember him coming on maybe after a loss, or no, I don't think he came on after a loss, but he joined in like after matches, like he had just finished a match and then he would hop in and shit. Like I was gonna say Shotzi was a good shout just because he came on a lot.
I thought we were going one-time guest, bro. That Clay episode was iconic.
Yeah,
The
no,
Clay
that
episode
was an
so good.
iconic
I mean,
flank
listen, I
episode.
put in the
Sam,
DM.
what's good?
Listen, we
go, bro.
put in the DM and you just didn't argue your points, Sam. It is
I
what it
didn't
is,
know,
brother.
bro. I don't read what you say. I gotta listen to what you say
Oh,
on
that's
the show.
crazy.
already.
You're checking me on the DM.
I
bro.
gotta listen to what you say on the show. I can't read what you say in the
All good.
DM.
That's
too, bro.
crazy.
why you're
That's
voting
great.
down,
Wait,
brother.
it could be
It's not my
Ernie's a
fault.
good shout too because he crashed out on Ben on that episode.
Yeah.
no, that's a good
Ooh,
win. That's a good win.
That's a good crash out.
He's winning
Yeah.
his guarantees.
I want to move on before we go
That
into
wasn't a
groups.
crash out.
I do want
That
to
was
talk
normal.
about this, ladies and gentlemen. The one and only 3 rings himself, JKap, has retired from competitive Call of Duty. Just wanted to take a time just to show Cap some love.
He didn't retire.
He's had a,
Hold on. He
He
hasn't
retired.
retired. He didn't retire.
He moved
He's
home.
he's
Damn.
trying. He's exploring other opportunities, and he's trying to like. He's just trying to go home.
Oh, he didn't retire? Oh,
Bro,
I'm a
hold on.
moron. Oh, I thought he quit. I thought he just didn't want to. Well, he didn't quit, but he wanted to move, right? He wanted to move to Jersey.
He wants
And
to
then-
work remotely.
Wants to work remotely. All right, so
Tom, you
maybe.
didn't watch the clip.
No, I watched it. I'm gonna be honest. I completely blacked out. I thought he just, you know what I mean. I mean, I've talked to Cap like before all this stuff happened, and like I knew he was gonna move. I knew he had kind of like that. He thought that he just wanted to move and get out of there. He didn't really want to be in Cali and some other things, and you know he obviously wanted to be close to family. That's kind of what he was talking about in the clip. People were spamming Bruce tweet. What happened? Why was everybody spamming Bruce?
Brandon
He tweeted about the clutch.
Oh yeah, what'd he say? What'd he say?
Oh,
I don't think he was very happy he lost Tom.
Well, it wasn't just us. It was a lot of us. It was a very big vote. He said, whoever does these stats needs to be investigated. That's what he said. He said, whoever does these needs to be investigated here. Unbelievable. Look at Big Brucey, man, letting us have the world champ, man. The world champ's letting us have it, man. Look at this guy, man. Look at this guy. Big Brucey letting us have it. I mean, I'll be honest. I voted Bruce. You know what I mean? But there was a lot of people who voted. A lot of people coming in. All right, well,
Some names
hey,
attached to
so
those.
to JKap, best of luck to you. Obviously, Cap's taking a step back from LA Thieves. They want him being, present, and he's obviously on the other side of the country now, so he's looking to work remote. I highly recommend JKap for any CDL franchise team. I mean, he has been a great coach for these guys. I think Cap's been in the scene for over a decade now. He's won multiple championships across multiple different titles. 3-time world championship. I mean, why wouldn't you want that guy on your team looking over you and making sure you guys are doing the right shit on the map? Anybody have any final thoughts or any thoughts at all on JKap?
Love Cap, great guy. First-hand experience, great guy.
Yeah, hopefully I'm sure whatever he ends up going to do, he'll do great in.
I shit on
Hope he's
JKap
happy
in a
and-
BO3 local LAN.
Did you?
Scrappy shit on JKap at a BO3 local.
I did. He doesn't remember it though. So.
Shout out to Cap, man. Shout out to Cap.
I wish him the best.
Does
but
that
I
affect
think
his legacy?
To me, absolutely.
he would have been in a way better spot if he would have listened to me in the offseason last year and took the Gwyn guys. Just saying.
I don't think any of that matters. I don't think any of that matters at all.
These played
Yeah,
good
but
at the end of the year.
they would have won. They would have won 2 events, champs.
Two
events?
He would-
And
he would-
champs.
Nah, he's
Two
just
events is
trolling.
crazy.
He would have got a supermax somewhere else.
And then before we move on to Grips, another topic at hand. Obviously, Cap, wish you the best of luck. I'm sure Cap is going to go on to do incredible things. He had an amazing career. So huge shout out to JKap as well. And hopefully he can get another gig and get back in there. Maybe another coaching gig. Maybe even like a GM spot. I feel like that would be a good spot to put on the business side of things. So we'll see what happens with Cap. But best of luck to you. Then I also wanted to talk about the NadeShot clip. Have you guys seen the NadeShot clip of him saying that if Formal wants to come back, it doesn't matter. He will 100% pick up Formal. The LA Thieves, any world where you guys see Formal coming back in or no?
Yeah, I'd lose full if I was on the LA Thieves and I heard that.
Dude, I was in Matt's chat.
Matt didn't
during
give a
this
fuck.
Discussion, just absolutely.
Will he get a spot?
Instigating.
I mean, he didn't give a single fuck.
100%.
He didn't give a fuck. He didn't.
He'll
care.
get a spot somewhere.
He said, yo, I'll bring you on the team, and then you can tell me who you want. That's literally what he was saying.
I think if you're Matt, that the team is an attractive spot. Obviously, I assume Dan will be there, and Dan was great. I think the other 3 players had their moments, and Thieves are in a good spot. You've got a lot of tape to about those guys and who you want to pick up. And I think as far as like the next step below a top 4 team, they're a very attractive spot to really reload, upgrade this year, and maybe move up to contender status going to next season.
If I'm anyone but Ghosty, I'm like, well, I'm replaceable just like that.
Wait, Matt also did have some clips come out where he was basically saying the only reason he wouldn't like come back to COD is because he said that aim assist ruined COD, like the Warzone aim assist. And it was actually they were actually
aim assists.
They were actually pretty cool clips. They were pretty funny to watch. He's like, "Yo, do you see that? That's Octane, one of the straightest shooters of all time. And you're just whipping."
I'm just absolutely missing.
That's crazy. That's insane.
It was a retail uplink just precinct link just slamming me. He's like, "That's one of the straightest shooters ever." Whiffing.
I mean, I'll be honest, bro. Like people are like, "Oh, like you, Pat, you said you'd be pissed," but I mean, it is Formal. Right? It's not like some ordinary player. I mean, this is a guy who's done it in Halo, done it in COD. He's like,
but it's Formal who's been retired from COD for 3 years.
Yeah, but
bro, Formal can easily come back and play, man.
He is still playing.
But someone who's been actively grinding COD for 3 years.
I think you can literally. I think new game. I think new game. I think new game, new start. Everybody's on even playing field. Matt shoots just as straight as everybody
you could
else.
also say the same thing about
I'm
Halo,
not
bro.
saying
Like he would
not good enough. I'm just saying it's crazy to hear.
But
be like, yeah, I'll drop anybody for that guy right now for someone who's not even
obviously it's stream entertainment. Like there's a lot more that goes into it. But I mean, if you want to use that argument, Matt didn't play Halo for God knows how long while he was in COD. Went back to Halo and literally was winning events, won champs again. Like he could use the same argument back and forth. So he can do it.
I think as long as he's playing a shooter at the highest level, he'll be fine no matter what.
Yeah, and even just being in a competitive environment, like a lot of that shit is just mindset, bro.
Go ahead, Ben.
We're
What are you
getting
gonna
a
say?
Treyarch game. Assuming we get a Treyarch game that plays good out of the box, I've gotten the last couple of Treyarch games. Matt's got a lot of familiarity on those type of titles. I think that he's not, going to be weak, to your guys' point, on the teaming aspects, that he's been fine-tuning on this run that, Optic Halo's been on, where they've won a bunch the last couple of years. I think he'll be fine. Just about for him going back to the right spot and being contender.
I don't know how we're switching this. This isn't about whether Formal will be good or bad. It's if you're someone on the team too, and you hear your org gunner say, "Yeah, I'll drop this guy for you right away." It's still hella disrespectful.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right.
I mean, I don't know, Matt.
I think he was just trolling.
Anyone that's
He's just entertaining.
At this point, this is evidence number 9 of.
I don't think he's that
different
serious.
Things Matt said about different members of different competitive teams on Thieves. Like I think it's just clip forming out of Matt sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think and it is formal. It is formal. If Formal
We'll
were to
see
come
what he
back to
announced
COD, that
sometimes.
would be fucking crazy. Like I don't even know if he's actually coming back. And then of course we have Illey on Instagram. This is real, right? This is on Reddit, by the way. I got this on the Cockpit Reddit, and it was literally captioned. Illey posted this on Instagram.
It is real.
So what the fuck? Because I haven't heard from him. You know what I mean? So it's like, how the hell is he gonna get picked up? Like, I just don't understand. Like, I just don't get it, man. I just don't get it. Like, if he was still playing and actively still involved, like, I would understand it. But it's just like after, like, Illey literally went dark, came back, then was only in there for a little bit, then went dark again. Like, he's literally been dark since. He hasn't. And obviously that whole situation was like kind of crazy, right? So like. And some people are like, have you reached out to him and this and that? And I've definitely reached out to Ender. You know, I mean, if there's any problems, he can always talk to me like privately. But I mean, if he wanted to ever come on the show and kind of get his paws wet again and get back in here, and kind of, you know, talk himself up a little bit, he's always welcomed on the show. But I mean, what do you guys think about this? You think
Ender's
coming
chilling,
back?
bro.
You think he's coming back? He's a great. I mean, Scrap, he's a great player. I want him to play. I want him to play. You know what I mean?
Bro, he was probably the best. He was probably their best player when he was on the team.
Yeah, he was trying. So
I think
he was insane.
It's just
as long as he's
picked up.
As long as he's in a. Oh, sorry, go ahead. I was just saying, as long as he's in a good mindset, like he's healthy, like, you know, whatever the hell he's going through, he gets figured out. Like from a town perspective, it's just not an issue. So.
I was gonna say, I think he gets picked up. I just think the issue is that this is it his second or third year where he's not finished a whole year? Like, there's always something like in the way. So I think this year he needs to play a whole year, and if he doesn't, I think it could be his last.
You think so?
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, then you are just taking risks on a player in the off season. Like if he comes back and plays again for like another 2-3 months or 4 months and then gets dropped or, you know, goes radio silent again, I don't know how many times like you can take a risk on that.
He's basically just
Kawhi
Leonard. He's the Kawhi Leonard of fucking COD, like early fucking Kawhi before he won the chip with fucking Toronto. Like, he's obviously a very talented player, but to your point, like, can he play out a full season and contribute to a team at champs? You know, we saw it in Modern Warfare 2019, obviously, but that's really the only year we've seen it.
All right, let's move on to.
I think Kawhi Leonard is an insane comparison.
What?
I know, but
Kawhi Leonard, where are we going?
Who else do you want me to say? Like, do you want me to start listing off soccer players?
This guy said Kawhi Leonard. This guy said
good
fucking Kawhi Leonard. This guy.
Kawhi Leonard.
Do you want me to say like a Jack Wilshere? Like what? Like where do you want me to go here? Like,
is it Kawhi like a top 10 player in the NBA?
Yeah, Kawhi just godlike.
Yeah, but you get my point though. Like, Ender is obviously very talented. We saw what he did in search and just general clutch plays for the team early on this year. But like, just like Kawhi, you're not getting 82 games out of Kawhi. You're not getting 4 splits and a chance out of Ender the last couple of years. So,
all right, let's take.
I want to say Ender's hurt though, or anything. Like, Ender can play. He just got dropped. He got benched and then just couldn't find a team.
Yeah, but he didn't stick in grind. See, this is the issue: is he didn't stick in grind.
I mean,
right?
yeah, but like you gotta look at it from his point of view though. He's one of the better players on his team. Like, the only thing challengers are gonna do is hurt his stock.
I agree. Him going dark, I feel like is like.
But I agree with you. Also, him just not keeping up with other people and connections also hurt.
He might be though, like low key.
Why he's gotten dropped so many times.
It's the same as Slasher for me though. Like, I don't expect Slasher to play in challenges. I think he was a better player in the team getting dropped, and then he'll still get a team next season.
Yeah, why would Austin play challengers? There's no reason for him to play challengers.
Because he got dropped. It's not like he got dropped playing shit. He just got dropped due to some fucked up situation. Same with Illey. He was their best player on their team, got dropped. Why would he play in challenges, hurt his stock, and then potentially not get a team when everyone knows he's as good as he was? Like, he can just chill out.
Well, he might not have. The thing is they might not have a choice. Like, if they don't get picked up, if you don't get picked up for Black Ops 6, do you just sit on the sideline and say, I'm not going to challengers? Fuck that. I'll just wait to get picked up. Who's going to pick up somebody who's not playing the game?
It depends on how your mindset is. Like, bro, if you're not going to go into challengers,
you don't get picked up, you have to play challengers.
I'm not trying to be an asshole here, but we acting like Illey didn't get picked up because he just like wasn't good at the game and had no connections. There was external reasons, bro. Like, we got to stop beating around this bush. I'm not going to sit there and like try to like air out his business, but like, clearly there was something going wrong. And
well, obviously, Chris, he was dark. He was complete dark. He wasn't talking to anybody and got picked up. Obviously, he was making moves.
We're sitting here like, you know, trying to rationalize this, bro. We all know that he was going through shit, man. I'm just hoping he's okay and he plays next season. If he can play next season and he can finish out an entire season without something else fucking.
That's what makes me think, Chris, he might have something else up his sleeve right now, Chris.
I can see what you're saying.
Bro, it's just sad. Like, to think about, like, this guy's wasted talent, bro. Like, he's wasted talent if this shit keeps happening to him, and
it's not wasted talent. He won a world championship.
I know, but he can do more. Like, I just think
I
he can do
hear
more.
you, but like, we're acting like Ender's ever been like an outspoken person.
No.
Inder has always been quiet. Like since he came into the community, he has always been quiet.
Even when he
But
was
he would stream though, scrap and play wagers.
barely.
He grinded. He was a
Yeah, but
grinder.
In BO3, it was not like he was streaming every single day. He wasn't a full-time streamer.
Yeah, I just think
he wasn't a streamer though. He was just showing
He
his
played
gameplay.
with streamers.
Yeah, he was just showing his gameplay. That was it. He's not like the outgoing guy that.
Chris, I would think Chris that he might have something up his sleeve again. He might be talking to people.
I hope so.
You know, because after that Instagram post.
Yeah.
But all right, let's look at these groups. Let's look at these groups here.
I got a question. Can someone tell me why Falcons is listed as the 3rd seed in Group D?
They're
throwing
not.
the event.
They're the 4th seed actually, I believe. Actually, no, they're the 3rd seed.
That's what this
They're
graphic
3rd seed.
shows, which is absurd.
How did they get the
Because
3rd
they're
seed?
hosting the event.
I have the 3rd seed.
We have Group A. We have Optic Gaming, Vegas
checking that right
Legion,
now, real quick.
Carolina Royal Ravens, and Omit Brooklyn. Group B is Cloud9, Seattle Surge, G2 Esports, and Gentlemates. Group C is Toronto Ultra, Team Heretics, Boston Breach, and the Stallions. Shout out to Stallions. And then, of course, Group D, we have 100 Thieves, Atlanta FaZe, Team Falcons, and Lore Gaming. I think Group D looks the hardest on paper. Me personally, you have the Challengers champs coming in, the World Championship Challenger champs. Then you have Team Falcons, who I know are no pushover. Like I know Team Falcons can shoot.
That's not the hardest, bro.
Group A.
And then you have FaZe and Thieves.
A or
That's the
B.
hardest.
A or B.
You think so? Really?
Group A is
I
the
thought it was
most
D.
competitive. Group A is the most competitive. Like realistically here, like Lore do have a chance. I'm sorry, like they can prove me wrong, but Falcons should realistically have no chance here. And then
You don't think
FaZe
Challenger
and-
teams are going to come in and make
no,
some?
No. I'm saying Challenger teams. I'm saying not the Falcons.
Oh.
Like that's what I'm saying.
No, Tom. Falcons are
Falcons are
shit.
gonna-
Oh, that's fucked up.
The problem for Falcons is they're in a group where Lore just won a fucking Challenger's chance by winning 3 fucking SNDs. We've talked about FaZe's search, and we just talked about Thieves and the SND strats that they have. And Falcons, when they won that elite split, like they were an elite SND team in that region, their respawn was a little bit iffy, but they were grinding out 5-game series. Like this is the hardest group to get into because the other 3 squads are so good at the game mode that you're good at. Like
Yeah, I mean, listen, I was just looking at Group A, and I see 2 teams, and they
But we got
didn't. Like
Beans
Vegas
coming
and
in for
Carolina
play.
didn't even qualify for champs. Granted, they both made changes. I
Beans
looked at that group and just thought Optic was just gonna run through it,
A is the most competitive simply because
and they'll fight
one,
for second.
Omit Brooklyn is essentially the team that got second at champs for challengers, and then they're playing against Ravens, who obviously just made a roster change, but they were like not like some crazy team during the season, obviously. And then Vegas Legion, who again is playing with another substitute, and arguably, I was saying that Fame's a probably good pickup, especially if he plays well. But at the same time, like they are still making another substitute. So like from a competitive perspective, that is the most competitive. Like, what is it
I
called?
got a question. Do you guys see anyone getting out of B, C, or D other than the top 2 seeds?
I got Breach.
C is
Yeah,
definitely
Breach?
a possibility. I don't
don't
see
know,
it for
man.
A and B.
I think the
it's
Stallions
top
are making it out.
Wait,
I think the
actually-
Stallions
Wait,
are
actually,
making
I'm
it out,
trolling,
baby.
bro. I keep thinking
Look,
Omit Brooklyn is the team that got second at chance, but Omit Brooklyn
they
is
didn't.
now Fire's team. Spart,
Yeah.
Hamza. Yeah, so shit, man.
Do you think Law can take
I would say
100,
C.
take 102s?
There's a chance.
No.
There is a chance depending on how Thieves play, because like guys,
100
like,
T
they
is
were
gonna
still.
run them in Hardpoint, bro. They'll
They
win.
should.
Also-
They should.
2 to 3.
But also
do
now
they
that
wear- I was gonna
Go
say, do they wear like the 100Ts branded and stuff like that? Like,
Yeah.
They
that's
want to,
fire.
yeah.
Bro,
That's gonna be
that
fire.
was like gonna be
That
my
is gonna
whole
be fire.
point about this. I don't know how you guys feel about it, but I am so happy that I'm looking at 100 Thieves, Cloud9, Optic Gaming, G2.
Yeah,
like,
it just feels
yeah,
right. It just feels
it
right.
feels
Yeah.
right, dude.
Yeah, it
feels
even
does.
right.
heretics,
Yeah, even
like
Heretics.
that's such like heretics such a huge brand that like Miami Heretics doesn't even like do it justice. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
no,
not
for
I don't
sure.
know.
Optic gets to
Also-
wear like their actual jerseys.
also,
100
I
Teams can wear
changed-
their jerseys.
I changed my mind. Pool C is the most competitive, just because I thought Omit Brooklyn, like I said, was the people that got second to champs, but they're not. But C should be the most competitive.
The
I
one
think
thing
it's
for
pretty
C,
Oh,
the one thing I'll say for C is that Toronto, obviously your team Scrap and Miami are the 2 better search teams. We just don't know what we're gonna get from Boston. And I love Stallions, but their S&D kind of let them down at Challenger's chance. They got to get that in tune if they're going to grind out series against Boston and Miami to get out of that group. My only reservation out of that.
Yeah, I think you guys see any Challenger teams making any noise or no?
No.
I think it's possible.
Yeah, it's definitely possible. There are upsets to be had.
I see Ravens and Optic getting out of A, and then the top two at B, C, and D.
They've just got to win. They've just got to win their SNDs.
Pat, what do you think is the most well-rounded group? What do you think is the hardest group here?
Probably C.
You think C?
No, I think there's a world here where like
Are you trolling?
Heretics might
No,
not.
I think C is actually
Really?
the most competitive group. Yeah, because I just see Optic is not going to lose to anyone in A, and I think Vegas's move was stupid, and I think Carolina is going to easily get out, and then 100T and FaZe are clear as day. Cloud9 or NYSL, whatever, clear as day. I don't think General Mates is good enough, and G2 still has Lamar. So
yeah, I think the biggest toss up. I think the biggest toss up here is like for the C, dude. It's like whether if Heretics come out and play, like they're a great search team, but their respawn has not been like insane, and they're playing Stallions who are a pretty good respawn team. Their search and destroy again is their weak point. So like that could like realistically go to a map 5 and then see where it goes from there. And Breach
also players just got second at champs.
Yeah, they got second at champs, so like they have a chance too, and they're full of like pros that are obviously old pros that are trying to bounce back. I think who's on their team? It's Purge, Cammy, Awakening,
Snoop.
That's the only thing that's concerning. It sucks because I don't know if you guys followed a bunch of challengers, but Byron was like their best player at their challenger championship, and he's not even on Boston. He's on Omid now, so. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the one thing I'll say,
they should be. They're a pro team. That's not the argument that's to be had. It's whether like there's a possibility that they lose.
The one thing I'll say is that talking to people that have competed at events at this esports World Cup, in order to make the timing work, these matches are actually super late Saudi time. I think just in general their culture, especially this time of year, like the sun is very harsh.
Yeah, what time are they?
I think like the matches kick off like 4 p.m. local time, and I think they run until almost like past midnight sometimes.
I think it's close to 2 a.m.
What time are they starting here in the U.S.?
Like 8 a.m.
Yeah.
Oh, 8
anytime
a.m.?
you get on a DGen schedule, hit the GTA streams up.
I got a 20-hour, 16-hour travel day in the scrims the next day.
Wait.
That's the next thing I was gonna get to.
This might sound insane. If you're a pro team, like if you guys, you guys just heard this news. You seem like you're mind blown, Ernie, because you just heard this. Why don't y'all start scrimming later, bro? Get used to the scrim schedule. Start playing later in the day.
Is it 8 a.m. East Coast time?
Yeah.
The 8 a.m.
Haggy's got a point. Where the pro team's at? You just heard that?
Well, you see, Ernie.
Yo, he's got a point, bro.
The issue is,
I'm saying, get used to the time that you guys are going to be playing your matches at.
The issue is, Ernie, it's a very nighttime oriented place because of how hot it gets. So like I got told that you're going to see like families and that going for dinner and stuff like 3 a.m. and shit like that, just because of how hot it gets.
Okay.
That's crazy. That's insane.
That's kind of lit, though.
That is crazy. I'm a night owl, so I think that's lit.
Yeah, me too.
But here's what I'll say is that this teams that, first off, to your point, Ernie, you got a 20-hour travel day. You're gonna lose a day traveling the other way.
Dante said, "Hell nah."
Time to start scrims at 4 or 5 p.m.
We're flying Monday. We get there Tuesday night.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna get there and you're gonna have one lag day before the matches start. So you got to get your schedule into very quickly here.
One day.
Bro,
that's why
I think
Chris, there could be some weird upsets in the beginning of this tournament while people got to kind of adjust their clocks. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
I will say, this is a quick plug. This is a quick plug. I got a vlog coming. I'm vlogging this event.
You're vlogging?
Yeah, I'm vlogging this event.
Time to start scrims. That's fucking.
I have a wedding during this event.
Yeah,
Benjay,
like the
by the way,
CWL
Benjay might be hosting some flanks.
That's the old school CWL schedule.
I have an announcement on that front. So yes, I will be hosting 2 announcements. One is I will be hosting a couple of flanks during this weekend. So don't roast me too much.
Yeah, I won't be here. I got my best friends getting married, so I'm the best man. I can't miss that.
On the bright side,
myself, Ace, Trey, and Tactical Rab, as well as Gersh and Tucker may make an appearance. We will be in Saudi Arabia for the event. So more details on that forthcoming. Stuff still getting locked in. So obviously still some TBD stuff, but we're very likely going to be in Saudi doing a stream live from a booth, which will be really sick.
Ben's gonna be
Space Central,
interrupting
awesome.
us and telling us to move on at the same time.
Wow.
Yep.
No,
Get-
no,
get-
Pat,
get
Pat,
fucked,
se-
Pat.
Pat secretly, I think I'm going to be hosting it. I'll kick Ben off.
No,
I
going
should
full
be around
23
for
hour,
Thursday
like,
and
that.
Sunday. I should be around for Thursday and Sunday. The wedding's on Saturday, rehearsal dinner's on Friday, so I'm just gonna be pretty busy those days. And you know, obviously, I can't miss
When
that.
are we
You
gonna
guys
be
yap
running
too much, you get
shows?
muted, bro. I'm like Tony Reale. I'm hitting that fucking mute button.
What's
Hey,
the
Pat,
what's the show
wait.
schedule gonna look like for this?
Yeah,
we'll get,
hold
we'll get a
on.
voting.
What do we mean? Hold on.
What's
When
the
are we
what's,
doing
what's
the
the flank
shows?
show schedule gonna be here?
When's the
We will
day
run.
end?
We will
Damn,
run
it
the
sounded like they
flanks
kicked
after
you and
match
Chris
day.
out for the weekend. So
I'm
Yeah,
keen.
we're gonna run. We're gonna
Just
run
after the
flanks.
matches.
Yeah, after the matches. The
After the
space that
matches.
we
When
have-
do the matches end?
I mean,
In our time, they're gonna end at a good
mid-afternoon.
time.
Should be
They're
like
end,
mid-afternoon for East Coast.
afternoon-ish, Yeah.
7 p.m.,
Afternoon.
6 p.m.
Yeah.
well, if it ends at 12, if it ends at 12 a.m. their time, that's going to be like
Yeah,
2
I mean,
p.m. your time.
Yeah, it's middle of the day.
We the space that we have, what I have been told, obviously, assuming that this all gets locked in, we there's no time concern on ending the shows, so we can do like longer shows. I will say, based on this format, like the first 2 days, it's going to be tough for us to break down a lot of gameplay, guys, because there's like 17 matches each day.
we can
but as it gets to the
also
weekend-
just
Yeah,
like
wait,
skip
how is
one
this-
show
is
during the
this gonna be,
weekend and do
like-
one big one on Sunday. Just do
I
a
mean,
big
Ben,
show.
you probably, I don't know. You sound like you know everything about this shit. There's so many matches. Is there like side stations?
So I believe there's one side station. I think there's 2 streams. So I don't know if that means that matches are being played off stream.
That would
Well,
suck.
Nah, no way.
Ernie,
They have
how
hella
do you
streams.
not have the information?
I'm just showing up, Trey. I can't lie. I'm just
Yeah,
showing
something
up,
like
bro.
that.
I'm,
You-
I'm,
you want-
I'm
you-
tweaking about the flight. I can't lie.
Yeah,
The
no,
flight's
that's a
crazy.
fucking-
I don't really care. I'm
cool.
playing. Like, I'll play whatever time.
So
that don't
apparently,
shit don't matter.
apparently
It's
they
the
treat you
flight.
like fucking royalty out there. So at least once you get there, you're gonna have a good time.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of things from Hector over about a pulse check, repulse. He was there for Warzone.
That shit is gonna be lit.
He was saying that they
Getting
treat
there.
you like kings over there. Like they literally give you like everything you need and then some. Like it's just like how they treat you is crazy.
Nah, I did hear
And
PPAs are open 24 hours.
What is?
24/7. 24/7. Like
Ben
the
J's
like
gonna get an
PPAs.
ego.
You can play
Mm-mm.
at all times. At all times, it doesn't matter.
Ben's just gonna walk around, refer to me as Prince.
Who do you
Benji,
think is going to be the
please.
most locked in pro scrap then? Who do you think is going to be living at the PPA nonstop?
Ender.
I don't know. Not me.
You walk in, Ender's just in that bitch shooting bots.
That would actually be fucking hilarious because he's always shooting bots. All right, guys. Any other final thoughts on the EWC groups? Any thoughts on anything we talked about? Any thoughts at all?
I'll say on the EWC stuff, obviously they'll tweet out more stuff. We'll find out, kind of more schedule stuff because it hasn't been announced yet. But yeah.
Oh,
I
is
think
there
Tom
no
will do
shit talking at EWC? Somebody said talk about no
So
shit talking.
I did a video on this. Listen, I did a video on this, and I think people are overreacting. 'cause
Warzone
I
was
feel
shit
like
talking.
I feel like everybody forgot about what happened in Warzone because there was a lot of shit talking going on at that event. So I think people will be fine with the normal amount that they've been doing recently. Just there are certain words you probably shouldn't use in Saudi and avoid those, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. Also, people were saying the 20v1 clip with Brucey, that was like a 3-hour video. I didn't get a clip set. Oh, actually, I
we
did.
don't have a clip of that. I don't
Yeah,
think.
that was a whole stream. That was a whole stream. But yeah,
Oh,
that
man,
was that might have been number one, bro.
Almost.
Hey, you guys want to watch?
All I'm
You guys
saying
want to
is-
watch the 20v1 for the next 3 hours for the show?
I heard Warzone kids cursing. So
Yeah, they were cursing. They were talking shit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
probably
I
just like
think-
don't throw the birds
Hector
on
said
stage.
that everybody was really dramatic before going there. Like people were telling him he can't wear earrings, he can't sleep in the same room as his girlfriend, and this and that. But when he went there, it was not like that at all. Like when he was asking what he can and cannot do, they were letting everything was fine. Like everything was normal.
I mean, I'm going out and buying like full set of like turtleneck linen because I don't want to offend anyone.
The
Yeah.
only thing I'll say to people going, and if there's any COD pros watching this, is like, the border security when you enter Saudi Arabia is very strict. So don't be a little too drunk on your flight. Don't make sure you got your documents because they're very serious at the border to make sure when you get in the country.
Oh man, Scrap! Don't bring no
That's
papaya,
the
Scrap.
one Ben J advice.
Don't bring no papaya.
nah, I'm not.
What are you gonna
Scrap
do?
brings
What are you
some
gonna do with no
papaya.
papaya? Y'all might get shit on.
Oh, you act
He's
like I'm
going
an
for
addict.
9.
Wait, I'm
I
selling
mean-
all my dang ghosty bucks, bro.
Why are you acting like I'm an addict? I'm not an addict. I can
Wait.
stop
I got
whenever
everyone
My
I want.
bad,
getting
buddy. Relax. I was
rounded.
just joking.
I can stop whenever I want.
Oh yeah, you know a guy in
Tom,
Saudi?
No,
Tom, I
no,
will
no,
say,
no.
You know,
No,
one problem with Saudi though that I can't do on stream, unfortunately.
What?
Golf.
No prize picks in Saudi.
Oh, no picks. No picks.
No picks.
I thought you were gonna
Putting
say
in
golf.
picks at home.
No, golf apparently is like a 2 a.m. like nighttime thing. People go golfing at night there under the
Yeah,
lights.
we'll swing a couple clubs around, Ben.
We were joking about it on the call earlier, yeah. But I'm gonna be honest. I think Hookah Lounge seems like that might be the place for that play.
Yeah, Dante, chill
Someone say
out.
hookah
bro.
lounge. I heard hookah lounge.
All right, well,
Dude, now of course now Ace is here, bro. He's been here
now
that
Ace
fucking show.
unmutes.
No, wait. I asked you a question. Because like my chat, the chat I'm in right now is saying one question. Every type of award, where's the Coach of the Year award?
I don't know. You're breaking. Y'all run Breaking Point.
I'm just confused. Hey, but I'm curious.
Brother, y'all did the point system and all this stuff. We.
I'm asking the panel now.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know where it is.
Tom, I
don't know. I got like the Google Doc.
Coach of the year, Lamar Abedi.
They told me to put some votes in.
I vouch for Lamar Abedi.
Coach of the year has got to be Damon and JP, bro. That's who was before
gotta be
champs.
Octane.
That's who was before champs, though. If it was before champs, we probably I don't know if it would change, but
It's gotta be New York.
yeah, New York is a good shout. New York is a great shout.
Optic or New York, 100%.
I think it's Optic. I mean, New York obviously have kind of oscillated a lot and kind of grind out a lot of results, and it's typical to the players and coaching staff. But I think we got to respect Optic going from 12th to fucking first to champs.
Nah,
I think
facts,
I'm giving it flux. Ain't that right, Ernie?
Yes, sir. My guy, Ryan Oldfield, Wizard,
Shut the flux, man. Shut
and
the
Joe
flux.
Pennington.
Yeah.
The best
Man,
pinches
Joe,
in-
The best ginger
Joe
to ever play
Pennington,
COD.
that's a
what a goat, bro. What a goat.
behind the
That's my
scenes.
guy.
Doesn't say
That's
a lot
my
of
guy.
words, but a lot of wise words.
I like that.
Don't say a lot, but does a lot.
Exactly.
All righty. Well, guys, that's going to do it for us. Hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. Anchor.fm/TheFlank. Check out all the audio sites around and go follow at TheFlank on Twitter. Gert's doing a phenomenal job running socials. And then make sure to go to ZOOMAFIA.gg for the merch. We might come out with some merch for the World Cup. So, expect some EWC merch over at ZOOMAFIA.gg. Take care, brush your hair, and we'll see you guys next time on another episode of The Flank, man. Take it easy. That's what I'm talking about.